is brought to you by Stone Oilfield Service, Bob's Thriftway, Eunice Pump and Supply, First American Bank of Lovington, Caprock Tubular, and Lovington Schools. Lovington football is also presented by C&M Electric, B&B Rental and Services, Aftermath Hot Oil Service, JBW Solutions, True Brew and Battle Energy. Wildcats football also brought to you by Man Welding, Badger Services, Lovington Auto Supply, Napa, Double R Pipe and Supply, and Spare Feet. Now let's head to the stadium for the Stone Oilfield pregame show with Don Morgan and the voice of the Cats, TJ Miracle. Lovington Wildcat football is on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
From high above the blue turf at Wildcat Stadium, Brian Urlacher Field, it is time for another season of Lovington Wildcat football, the kickoff edition. In this 2026 season, the teams are on the field, the captains, rather, on the field, as we get ready for the coin toss of this one. Captains this year for your Wildcats, number 60, Jaden Garcia, number 6, Jude Madrid, number 77, Damon Leyva, and number 7, Kylan Spencer. So those are the 4 Cats that are out for the first coin toss of the year. So we'll keep it right here in the Stone Oilfield Services pregame show, getting ready for our very first Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation. Don Morgan sat down on the phone with Coach Bailey a couple of days ago, and it looks like Goddard has won the toss. Let's see what they elect to do. And so they've chosen their side to the field, and the Lovington Wildcats have actually won the toss and will be kicking off to the north end zone. So that's the way this one is going to work. So Lovington will start out the season on defense. This is your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. Stone Oilfield Services. When you need a friend out in the patch, you've got it from the good folks at Stone Oilfield Services. Now let's take a gander at our first Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation of the year. Don Morgan with Coach Bailey just a couple of days ago.
Coach Bailey, was it a good summer for Lovington football?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. I always feel like we, might have lost too much, when you've got kids who have poured everything into your program for years and, been captains and leaders and just big playmakers for you for a long time. It just feels like, man, I don't know if we can make up the loss of some of those guys. And then as you get throughout the summer, you start watching some of those other guys who maybe didn't have that opportunity or needed some other guys to get out of the way so they can have this, their turn and their spotlight and, own some of the leadership roles. They start stepping up. And throughout the summer, I just felt more and more pleased with what we can be and what we were doing and, the leadership that developed. And I'm really excited about this football team.
Heard you picked up some new players as well from some other teams after the NMAA, changed their rules about allowing, students to be able to do that. So what do you think about your guys that have been there in place for a while and are stepping up, but new faces too and new talent?
Yeah, we've had more transfers than we've ever had before, I think. And I was interested to see what kind of challenges that would bring as far as, integration with our team and, the brotherhood, and these kids have grown up together forever. But in fact, it's kind of a unique situation. A couple of the guys that came over from Hobbs and one that came back to us from Lubbock, they were all family or really close friends with a bunch of our kids already. They grew up in Lovington. They grew up playing elite football in Lovington. And so these were already friends. And so that has not been an issue at all. The friendships and stuff haven't been an issue. I feel like they've really integrated our team. And so, we picked up Amron Wheeler, great defensive end from Hobbs, senior. Edgar Zubia, he's a slot receiver and safety from Hobbs. He's a senior. Addicts, they call him Peanut Wheeler from Hobbs. He's a receiver and safety, outside linebacker safety, kind of a roll-down guy for us. And he's a junior. He's Amron's little brother. And then Aiden Castro, they call him Russ. Russ Castro in your program, number 0. Russ grew up here. He's the little brother of Malaya and Myra, who played basketball for the Lady Cats, and you guys did their games too. But he's a very good player for us too. That's coming back from Lubbock, and so having those guys come in, and again, they all had connections, and so it's been really good.
What are some of the other strengths of this team that we should be watching for? What are you proud of?
Well, strength of the team is our hogs, our offensive defensive line. We feel like we are a little bit deeper and stronger up front than we've been in a while. And that's, I think, saying quite a bit when you lost a guy like Alex Rivera. But we feel really good about that team up front. And, the skill positions has a bunch of guys that we believe in, have, made plays for us kind of behind the scenes, scout team, JV, and now throughout the summer. But they're names that probably, most Wildcat fans don't know yet, but they will.
Okay. What are some things that you're still trying to work on and improve as we start this season?
I'm pretty tough when it comes to our discipline and our emotion, our attitude, just some of those intangibles. And, as of right now, we're not where I want us to be. And that's on me. That's on me to help us learn that a little bit better. But right now, my challenge to our football team is to reach our potential. I tell them that potential is kind of like a piggy bank, is my example. And you can have a really big piggy bank, but if you haven't invested any money in it, then it's worthless. So we have a lot of potential on this team, but the investment has to be daily, and it has to be on some of those intangibles, showing up on time, controlling your emotion when you get a bad call, when you drop a ball, when you make the wrong read, when you miss a tackle, the effort, the energy on the sideline when there's kind of a lull in the game and we haven't been making plays in a while. Is there going to be enough guys who will provide energy and have enough love for their teammate that they're going to step up in those situations? So to me right now, I believe we can do it. I've seen glimpses of it, but that's the area of improvement that I'm dying to see, and the sooner the better.
That quarterback spot for you last season, it turned out to be there were a few players who kind of shared that responsibility, slotted some players in and out of it. Who's starting under center for you as the season begins?
Yeah, we had a great quarterback battle, which is always interesting, difficult when you love both players and they're pouring everything out for you. It's really hard. But that battle was between Kyle and Spencer and Miguel Chicken Perez. And ultimately, we decided that for this Friday night, we believe that Chicken is going to give us the best chance to win that football game, and what he's done, explosive plays in the scrimmage and in some of the other things throughout the summer. So Chicken will start on Friday.
All right. And what is the rest of the game plan for Friday against Goddard, a team you know well? This year they're not in district, but what are you looking for, in terms of trying to win this game against Goddard?
What we've seen from our offense so far is that we have the ability to be explosive. So I want to continue to be explosive, but also not rely completely on the explosive play. So I want offensively for us to be a little bit more consistent while still having those explosive plays. And then defensively, I think it really comes down to tackling. I think we'll be incredibly physical, which is something we kind of hang our hat on. I think if the ball's in the air, we'll be able to possibly take it away. Those things I think we'll be able to do. But we're going to have to tackle in space, and I think if we do that, we'll have a great chance. On special teams, I just want us to do our assignment well. If we get an explosive out of that, great. If we get a takeaway out of that, great. But if we just do our job well, we just can't allow special teams to beat us, and just make that be a strong, solid part of our game.
So what maybe 3 words really stand out the most that you would use to characterize this team of Wildcats this year?
Physical, explosive, and tough. I know physical and tough are similar, but man, I think that this team is gonna show that toughness to be resilient throughout the year.
All right, and more words to be added, I'm sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Every game, every experience. Why should fans really want to come out watch Lovington football this year, Coach?
Well, and this is kind of hard, Don, because you guys do such a good job on YouTube, and I love that opportunity is available for my grandparents, my friends, and family away. But for those that live in Lovington or are able, when they come out to the games, it just really helps us. It changes the dynamic of the entire environment. It's so much more exciting, helps us win games, and I truly believe that. So, if you guys can make it out to the game, we'd be so grateful, and we hope we put on a show for you.
All right. Looking forward to it, Coach. The first of many conversations before games. And, of course, we appreciate your time at halftime and after the games as well. Love it. Can't wait. And good luck. And we'll see you game time. It's here.
Thank you, Dawn. See you soon.
All right.
Our first Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation of the Year. We will have Coach Bailey before every single game this year, hopefully. So we will continue our Stone Oilfield Services pregame show right after this. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
That's a big pipe.
When the job calls for tough tubulars, Caprock Tubular Services is ready to roll. Located at 1200 East Avenue D in Lovington, they provide quality oil field tubular products and dependable service to help keep the Permian Basin moving. Whether it's casing, tubing, or getting the right pipe for the job, they've got you covered. And remember, the only thing they like crooked is a country road, not your pipe. Stop by Caprock Tubular Services in Lovington or call 552-1919.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And welcome back to your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show with Don Morgan fieldside at Brian Urlacher Field. I'm TJ Miracle. Braden Cooper running camera for us tonight. So the team's preparing to come out on the field. And Don, when you talked to Coach earlier, he brought up something that I think was kind of their Achilles heel, really, when you look at what happened the last couple of years. Now, getting to the semifinals 2 straight years, not a bad thing, but he talked about the depth. And really, I think last season, the last 2 years, for the Cats, if you put them up 11-11, Lovington was as good or better than anybody, but they just didn't have that depth that they needed. And when they got gassed, it was Katie barred the door because they just could not keep up with a lot of teams that had a lot more players on the roster and maybe some that were a little better.
Yeah, and having those players to sub in, get fresh legs in, but not give up your execution and your level of play, that's important. That's crucial. And being able to do that a little bit better this year, have that depth, that's going to help tremendously. That can take a solid team into that territory of stellar, into that territory of, not even questioning whether they're going to make playoffs, but whether they're going to vie for the state title and maybe win it. That's the difference. And I think that's what Coach talked about. He's so excited about this team because he feels like so many of those important slots are checked off with this team to not just be a good team, not a solid team, not a pretty great team, but a really good team, a state championship team. That's what he wants. Of course, that's miles to go from here, but you got to play everyone like it is the championship so that you can get there. And that's what he's looking at, is that total devotion. He talked about that attitude that he wants to see the intangibles plus the tangibles that they work on the field. And it's all going to have to come together for a complete game, a complete team, and hopefully the win tonight and marching forward.
Well, hopefully so. As the team's out on the field, the visiting Rockets in the road white uniforms with the Columbia blue letters and numbers and the navy helmets. For your Wildcats in the home blue unis, the white letters and numbers, the white hats, with Cats in script on the side. So we're getting ready for the playing of our national anthem. So we will take a timeout, come back, and get ready to kick off this 2026 football season. Welcome under the Friday Night Lights. This has been your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. We're back with the kickoff right after this. Wildcat football from Z94 KZOR on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, Porta-John trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Feel that hometown pride, Lovington? That's the sound of the Wildcats roaring. Unforgettable Friday night lights. Our athletics spark the fire, but the winning streak doesn't stop on the field. Lovington schools push for academic excellence every single day, powered by the incredible students, dedicated staff, and passionate faculty shaping the leaders of tomorrow. Visit lovingtonschools.net today to learn more.
Did your handyman fix leave you in the dark? Yep, it's time to call the pros. C&M Electric in Lovington powers up residential, commercial, oil field, automation, pole line construction, drilling rig electrification, and even solar systems. If it runs on electricity, they've got you covered. Don't get shocked by second best. Look up C&M Electric in Lovington today.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you, no matter the conditions. Aftermath will always do what it takes to get the job done. Want Aftermath on your location? They'll take care of hot oilers, back trucks, kill trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging, just to name a few of their services. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services. Back here at Wildcat Stadium, high above the blue turf of Brian Urlacher Field, the 2026 New Mexico high school football season getting ready to kick off. The Friday night lights are on. It is a rivalry matchup tonight as the Lovington Wildcats host the Goddard Rockets. Not a district opponent anymore, but still a game you definitely want to win. Don Morgan field side, Braden Cooper running camera for us tonight. We are just about ready to go. Lovington will kick off and be on defense first, which means we will see Goddard's attack come out. Nate Vasquez is back in the quarterbacking position. Seems like that kid has been there for 7 or 8 years, but he's just a junior. He's been that impactful for this Goddard team. Lovington has won the last 4 meetings between these two squads, so Goddard thirsting for a little revenge. You've got to think here, Don Morgan.
Yeah, you got to think that they've got Lovington in their sights, right? But Lovington, I tell you what, I saw in warm-up here, this team looks focused. This team looks ready. It looks like they can't wait to take the field. They look solid. They look like they're well-drilled, just really, really ready, and that's what you want to see. They're chomping at the bit. They're anxious. They're fun. They're having fun. They're ready to get out there, and I think the fans are ready to see a great game.
Isaiah Hunter back deep to receive for the visiting Goddard Rockets. 94 degrees at kickoff time with a light breeze out of the southeast. So teeing it up and to boot it away, it'll be Justin Allen, who is also one of the backup quarterbacks for this team. It looks like he will be handling the kickoff duties. Kaysen Alexander is noted as the place kicker. So Allen will take care of the duties. Back deep to receive again is Hunter. The Cats will be kicking towards the north end zone. And here we go as the 2026 season is underway. It's a short kick for Allen. Hunter comes up and fields it at the 15. Brings it across the 20, 25. Gets a seam across the 30. Spin move and a shoestring tackle. And bringing him down and saving some big yardage there was Edgar Zubia, one of the transfers in from Hobbs. So Zubia immediately making his presence felt. First down and 10 for the Rockets. Set them up at their own 32-yard line. Coach Art Bolanos' squad comes into this one having lost to Lovington in the playoffs the last 2 years. Looking for some redemption. They spot it. Well, I was going to say, yeah, it's the ball's at the 32. They had the markers at the 33. Now they get a move back. So Vasquez, he's going to have Romero and Montoya behind him there. He's kind of the two-headed monster now. They will shift out of that with twins to the right. Hand it off, looking, coming near side, some room to run across the 35 to the 40, 45. Juke move across midfield, big run for Montoya across the 40, gets to the sideline and finally pushed out at the 30-yard line. So there is 20, 30, 35, 42 yards, but we could have a penalty. We do.
Adix Wheeler was number 88, was one who finally pushed him out from behind among a pack of Wildcats there. Got too good a yardage, though, but let's see if this is coming back.
So Vasquez, 42 yards, and yep, Roswell's moving back. The question is, will it be from the spot? And we will have illegal man downfield on Roswell, and so the Cats dodge a big bullet there. It goes from first down in Wildcat territory. It'll still be first down, but now it'll be 1st and 15 as the Rockets move back on the illegal motion. So, whew. Not how you wanted to start. Okay, now you got the jitters out, you hope.
Yeah,
or did they do it 10 yards from the spot? Looks like they did it 10 yards from the spot. And so it'll wind up being a 10-yard gain for Montoya. Wipes out 42, becomes just 10, but it is a Goddard Rocket first down. A little confusing. All right, we're all trying to get the rust off here. So still in Goddard Rocket territory from the 42-yard line, first down and 10. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Montoya is the single back in the backfield with Vasquez. Vasquez waits for it, hands it to Montoya, starts it left, brings it back right, is hit immediately in the backfield, and driving him backwards. Hello, Damian Leyva. It'll be a loss of 2. They stayed home that time, drives him backwards, and it'll be 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, that charge was led by Leyva. He had some help, but he was the first guy to get there to push him back. So great takedown.
They went to the well again, thought, well, it worked the first time, let's try it again, and didn't work quite as well as they thought it would. So the ball moves back to the Rocket 40, just underway, the opening game of this 2026 season. The Cats down in 4A taking on the 5A Rockets, coming in on the preseason poll at number 9 in 5A. Lovington at number 2 in Class 4A. So Vasquez will split twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Waiting on the snap, low snap. Little stumble, looks to the left, throws to the left, under pressure, puts up a wounded duck. It is up, and that one is going to be picked off. The Cats have got it at the 40-yard line, picking it off on the far sideline. That's what you want to see. They put up the wounded duck and get it, and welcome to the scorebook, Mr. Zubia, the INT for the Hobbs transfer, and Lovington has their first turnover of the ball game.
So early on, we are seeing Hobbs players newly integrated into this Lovington team, making a big difference, and this was a great opportunity to see Lovington's D. They historically have fed. The offense feeds off the defense. Let's see them. See what goes up now.
As Miguel Perez, known as Chicken, that's the only time I'll call him Miguel all year, I promise, Mr. Perez. Feels right, though. It feels right having a Perez at quarterback. He's going to split trips to the right side, single receiver to the left, single running back in the backfield with him. Waiting on the snap, Chicken gets it, the option look. He will pitch it to the left side, looking across the 40 to the 45, breaking a tackle out near midfield. Good open field running and breaking tackles and moving down over there. As that was Jeremiah Caballero. Good to see him getting in. It'll be a pickup of 11 for Jeremiah and move the chains. First down, Wildcats.
There was a good block in there by Lucas Quintana that opened up, but you see some of that toughness Coach was talking about before the game, talking about gutting it out, getting 2 or 3 more yards on a carry. That's how you win games. That's how you move the chains forward.
And they're going to say he goes out right before he gets to the first down. Coach Bolano's arguing. They had him spotted at the first down. Now he's arguing the spot on the far sideline.
Well, they are closer to it than we are here, so we'll see what happens when the man with the chains gets over
from
there.
From the 40, they needed to get to the 50, so officially running for Caballero. It'll be 2nd down and 2. I don't know how you go from the 40 to the 48 and get a first down, but okay, they give them the first down. We'll take it, so that'll go down as 10 in the book. I'm already messing up my stat sheet. So first down for the Wildcats. Hand it off. Caballero. Nope, it'll be keeping it himself. Chicken crosses the 45 to the 40. Far sideline, wrestled out at the 38-yard line. Big gain for the Cats sophomore. It'll be a pickup of 14 and move the chains. First down, Wildcats.
Nice run. We saw some of the quickness that we saw from Chicken on the basketball court last year as he was a young player, came in, and he would always make something happen with his quickness.
And everybody bit on the fake. They thought Caballero was going right up the gut. One thing that Lovington has not had in the last couple years is a really strong, consistent running game. The last since Coach Bailey took over, and that's not a shot at any of those running backs, but they use the pass to set up the run when normally you do it differently. Sanchez will split out by himself wide to the right. Caballero is the deep back. Chicken from the pistol. That just sounds weird. As waiting on it, the handoff, and nothing doing right there, and a huge hit and driving the ball carrier backwards.
That was 33, Caballero.
Yep, Caballero, so he's going to lose actually 5 yards on the play. Ouch, looks like maybe you'll wad that one up and throw it away. It'll be second down and 15 for the Cats. Just under 10 minutes to go, first quarter, no score. Lovington off the turnover into Goddard territory. Big hit put inside there for the Rockets by Angel DeLeon, their senior linebacker.
And Sanchez in on that as well.
So it'll be second down and 15 for the Wildcats at the Rockets' 44-yard line. Sanchez out by himself wide to the right. They bunch him up tight on the left in a 3 tight end formation. Coach Bailey is his own OC. He sends in the list and a high snap. Patchett. Caballero comes back. He's across the line of scrimmage, going to wind up getting 2 or 3 before Jordan Chavez gets him around the ankles first, then Romeo Paz. So kind of a busted play there that they do get some positive yardage out of. Give him a 3-yard gain on it. And so it'll be third down and 12 for the Cats.
These third downs are really important. We saw how important they were last year to Lovington, and you could pretty much count on the success of their drives if they made third down, if they got into – now
they're going to split trips to the right side, single receiver to the left. 4 down linemen for the Rockets of Goddard. Single back in the backfield on the right shoulder. Chicken gets it, rolls to the right. Is going to be pressured, still looking. Pump fake, tucks it, takes it, has room across the 30, to the 25, to the 20, down the sideline, 10, 5, put it in the end zone, 6 on the board, touchdown Wildcats. Chicken Perez on the design quarterback keeper takes it to the house.
I do believe I talked about some quickness and some speed a few minutes ago. We didn't see it on the football field last season. We saw it in basketball, and now we have seen what Coach means by explosive.
Took the play fake, took it out, and then got a devastating down the field, which sprung him to the sideline, put it in as the Cats score first. And that'll be Alexander on to attempt his first extra point of the season. And the Cats up early, 6-0. Will it be 7? Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is up, kind of a wobbler, but it will go wide to the right, no good. But still, the Cats take the turnover and turn it into points. 8:28 to go here in the first quarter on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard. We're back in 1 minute. Wildcat football back in a minute.
Hey, ready to cool off or pick up your day? Swing by True Brew in Lovington. It's more than just great coffee. From refreshing summer teas and awesome Red Bull energy drinks, there's something for every mood. Hungry? They've got tasty bites too. Check out their menus, monthly specials, and new favorites on social media. True Brew, your new favorite stop in Lovington.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
41 yards for Chicken Perez on the quarterback keeper off of the fake. A big block by Justin Allen springs him free. The point after is no good. But with 8:28 to go in the first, Lovington strikes first in the 2026 season. Allen doing the kickoff duties to boot it away. Hunter again back deep. It is a high end-over-ender, drives Hunter back, and it is off his fingertips and into the end zone, bobbles it. He's into the end zone, and that is an automatic touchback now in the land of enchantment. And so Hunter dodges a big bullet right there with that one off the fingertips and into the end zone. Bring it out to the 20 for the Rockets. With Don Morgan patrolling the blue turf of Brian Urlacher Field, I'm TJ Miracle high above Wildcat Stadium. Braden Cooper running the camera, Tiff and Evie juggling the chainsaws and the dynamite back at Wildcat Sports Central, Lee County Sports Central tonight. 5 games going across the county, everybody getting underway tonight. So the Cats going to go with a 3-down lineman look to start things off as Vasquez will lead his squad out. The Cats turn the turnover into points. It'll be Montoya in the backfield with Vasquez. Handed off to Montoya. Goes right up the gut. Has a little room. Crosses the 20 to the 21-yard line. Pardon me, that was Romero, number 25. He's going to pick up 2 yards. Tough running up the middle. He was the leading running back for the Rockets last season. He had a couple of pretty good games against Lovington, but a good job there by the linebacking core to get him before he could get anything going there is Preston Atwood, first man to put a helmet on him. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Rockets on their own 22-yard line. Lovington leading 6-0. Bunch everybody in tight, have to pick it up off the turf. Right up the gut once again and just pushing his way out towards the 25-yard line. Was that Romero again, Dawn?
Yeah, it was, and that was Preston Atwood again, pretty close in on that play.
So a 3-yard gain for Romero that time, and it'll be a 2nd down and 5. 7.5 minutes to go in the first. Lovington leading 6-0. Start of this 2026 football season. Lovington coming in number 2 in Class 4A after moving down a class. Made the 5A semifinals.
It's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, thank you. Lovington shows blitz. Now they pull out of it. Vasquez pump fake. Throws it into the flat. Gets it to Romero, and good. Oh, stretching forward. Almost great open field tackle there for JoJo Perez, but I think he's going to stretch out enough to get it, or do they say he stepped on the sideline?
I'm hoping that
they are
going to
say he stepped on the sideline, so it'll be a completed pass to Romero, but it's only for 3 yards, and so it is 4th down and 2.
It was a trip tackle by JoJo Perez, and, good job. He was right exactly where he needed to be on that coverage. Slippery tackles. We heard Coach talk about tackling. It's going to be really important, finishing those tackles, good technique on defense.
Zubia goes back deep to receive the senior transfer from Hobbs. So he awaits the punt. Look for the fake here. Coach Bolanos is a gambler sometimes as they'll get that one off. It's a high wobbler. Zubia going to watch it, and he'll get it on the bounce at the 30 and then bobbles it and has to fall forward on it to the 32-yard line. Right on top of him quickly was Davian Gallegos. But Lovington will have decent field position to start their 2nd drive of the ball game.
Yeah, not bad at all. So let's see what this 2nd drive. First one ended up in a pretty quick touchdown, so let's see what the Cats have in store for us here.
So the defense holding Goddard to a 3-and-out, and they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 32. It's halftime up in Coyote Land, just north of us in Tatum. Tatum over Escalante, 20-0 at the half up there on the Tatum Sports YouTube channel. Thank you, Tiffany. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Single back in the backfield is Caballero. Perez waits on it. 3-step drop, looks to the right, has to cut it back to the left side. Looking for some room to run, and he is under all kinds of pressure. Sets, fires, comes down the sideline, and, in the neighborhood, kind of, Paul Sanchez. Coach Bolanos on the other side, throwing his hands up in the air, wanted grounding, didn't get it.
Well,
how many times have we seen a quarterback last name Perez run for his life and get out of things? Of course, we saw a couple with Casey that turned into 50-yard losses, but we're not going to remember those plays.
Alpers and De Leon on that push out of Perez on the sideline here, and they did actually push him after he let loose of the ball.
So it'll be an incomplete pass for Chicken, his first attempt of the season. Lovington in a 4-receiver set this time. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. That's LZ Vaughn up by himself. Man in motion is Sanchez. Fake the handoff to him. Chicken keeps it himself. Gets away from one. Crosses the 35. Spin move, then gets blasted from behind at the 39-yard line. Chicken picks up 7. But it'll be a 3rd down at about 3, but a pretty manageable 3. Chicken making something work there as they faked that end around. Pardon me, that was Jude Madrid I'm used to Paul wearing number 6, and now Jude's wearing it. Paul's wearing number 5 this year.
Yeah, pretty good fake, too. Goddard pretty much bit on it. But Chicken Perez doing some really nice broken field running there. Some stop-starts, feints. He's got some really good technique and movement to keep the defense just a little off their heels.
3rd and a long 3 for the Wildcats. Bunch them up tight on the right side. That is the strong side. Chicken rolls that way, looks, pumps, and he's going to be sacked. The line just let him go, as that was Ricardo Relato who lets his man go right around him, and Chicken gets blasted. It'll be a loss of 9. First sack of the ball game, and it's punt time for the Cats with 5:45 to go in the first quarter.
That was number 6, Alex Benavides for Goddard, who nailed him.
53 yards on 4 carries for Chicken, and it'll be punt time. Allen on to do the punting duties. That's Hunter again back deep to receive. Allen waits on it. Good snap this time. He'll put the boot in it. Kind of a wobbler off the side of his foot, and it'll go out. They're going to 2-yard line. So a little bit of stalling out right there, but, it's early in the season. You're all still working on some things. So now it goes back into the defense's hands, as Goddard will have their 3rd possession of this first quarter.
Kind of a chance to learn from that as well. We don't learn as much from our successes as from when we come up a little bit short. So, a good chance there to learn something that may help the Cats later on in the game.
And they do mark it at the 41-yard line, 1st and 10. Goddard in their own territory, but looking to get it into Lovington territory. Vasquez from the shotgun. Back in the backfield. Oh, that's a bad one. It rolls to him. He's going to have to give it off to Montoya, but he's got nowhere to go as Isaiah hit in the backfield and swatted down there by Kason Terrell.
Yeah.
It'll be a 3-yard loss on the play for Montoya, and it'll be 2nd down and 13. Good job for the Cats to take advantage. I have noticed through the first 3 series, or 2 series now and 1 down, there is sometimes a little transfer problem between the center and the quarterback for the Rockets.
Yeah, and I've noticed on these defensive,
Lovington will show blitz on the corner on the right side from the far hash mark. Vasquez, low snap, puts it off the fingertips, has time, pocket protected, throws it over the middle, picked off into the hands of Zubia, and they're going to say that his knee went down? It should be an INT. It will be.
Yeah,
but it looked like he had it and was off to the races, but the second INT for Zubia, turn it over and give it to the Cats.
Now, that was a bullet of a throw to Zubia, really quick to turn around to make the little adjustment so that it looked like that they threw it right to him, but no, he had to turn around and adjust a little bit to be able to get and grab and keep that ball. Nice one.
So the Wildcat D will get its 2nd turnover of the first quarter, and now the Lovington O back at it. Inside Goddard territory at the Rocket 47-yard line.
What I was going to say, at those when Lovington's been on defense, man, they have been making things happen.
1st and 10, hand it off. Caballero goes right side, has a little room, tough sledding. Going to pick up a yard out of that one, not much more. Is not a lot of push on that front line. In on the tackle for Goddard, Colton Yonch. So a 1-yard gain for Caballero, his 4th carry for 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Cats. 4:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Lovington leading 6-0. They turn the first turnover into points. Can they do it again? Single receiver wide to the left is Paul Sanchez. Send Allen in motion from the left to the right. They'll put him in the slot on the right side from the far hash mark. Fake the handoff, play fake. Looking, Chicken hit as he throws, has a man wide open. It is caught. Madrid at the 10, the 5, put it in the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats.
Jude
Madrid will take it 41 yards to the house. Jude seeing significant time last year and now comes in and has a touchdown in I believe this is just his 3rd varsity start. And touchdown Cats, 6 on the board for Jude. Also the shortstop for the baseball team. And now Lovington up 12-0 with Alexander on to attempt the point after. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is up, and it is good. With 3:45 remaining on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard, it's Lovington 13, Goddard nothing. Wildcat football returns on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com from KZOR.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Wildcats, you ready to get loud? Because when Lovington plays, this town shows up. And when the oil field needs serious pressure control support, they call Man Welding. From BOP testing and nipple up to vent lines, igniters, sand separators, torque, and test, Man Welding helps keep the Permian Basin moving. Man Welding, proud to support the Lovington Wildcats. Go Cats!
On a crossing route, Jude Madrid will take it 41 yards to the house on the bullet from Chicken Perez. Alexander's point after is good. And the Wildcats lead this one 13-0. 3:45 to go on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard. Opening game of the 2026 season. As Allen will kick it away again. Justin's going to need a bag of IV fluid, I think. He's been kicking a lot this first quarter. Back to Hunter, takes it at the 5, out across the 10 to the 15 to the 20 to the 25 and out to the 27 before hit hard. LZ Vaughn will hit him hard and bring him down. Paul Sanchez, the senior DB and wide receiver, in on the stop as well. Pretty good return there, though, for Hunter. Keep an eye on him. He's listed as a defensive back, but I'm not sure if I wasn't Coach Bolanos, I might not put him in as like a tight end or a slot receiver, too. He's got some moves.
Yeah, Goddard's, nothing to sneeze at. Lovington's up 13-0, but they can't take it for granted at all.
So Vasquez will lead his crew back out onto the field. Twins to the right side, double tight ends to the left. Low snap, pitching it over to the far side. Romero, stutter step across the 30 to the 35, puts his shoulders down and bowls forward for a 9-yard gain before finally coming down and managing to slow him up enough was Jaden Garcia, the big boy up front, having to take over the captaincy out there.
But it was Edgar Zubia who actually came along after he was slowed down and cleaned him off, took him down.
Of course, last year's captain, now a freshman at Fresno State. Are they still in the Mountain West, or are they a Pac-12 school now? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure they're in the Pac-12 now. Anyway, second down and 1. Low snap again. Hand it off right up the gut again. Romero just bulls his way across the 40, still on his feet out to the 43-yard line. He moved it 4 yards, dragging 5 or 6 cats with him. Second first down for Goddard. On the stop again. Trying to get that young man's number. Well, that was Damian Leyva.
Yeah.
You think I'd recognize Damian by now.
Well, he's coming off, too. He's going to come off a little slow getting up. That was pretty hard.
5-yard pickup for Romero. 4 carries, 19 yards for Ryan Romero. Second first down for the Rockets. 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Lovington up 13-0. They've taken 2 Goddard turnovers and turned them into points. Twins to the left side. Now they're going to send a man in motion. Fake the handoff. Nope, they will hand it off to the end-around man and nowhere to go. And down at the 40-yard line, it'll be a 3-yard loss. Way to stay home for the Wildcats. And Joshua Jimenez bringing down the Taylor there.
Yeah, Manny Perez had him by the jersey and tugging on him on one side, slowing him up, too.
And who was that took that handoff? Was it Sammy Flores?
Yeah, I believe it's Flores.
I'm going to say it was Flores.
Yeah, I was watching our guys. I was
watching our guys too. But I saw the man in motion, but then I was looking to see if we were motioning anybody to stay with him. So second down and 13 to go for Goddard. After the end around, turns into a 2-yard loss. Vasquez with Romero on his left shoulder. Sends a man in motion to the left side. That's Thompson. Tries the hard count. Lovington jumps but does not break the plane. Good snap this time. Pump fake left. Throw left tipped at the line. Completed to Johnson but hit right at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Great job by the Wildcats on that far sideline. Was that Allen?
It looks like, was it 80?
It's number 88, so welcome Addix Wheeler. So it'll be a completion but for no gain to Thompson. So good job by Addix Wheeler, one of the other Hobbs transfers. So no gain to Thompson on the completion, and it'll be third down and 12.5 for Goddard.
And second play that Addix Wheeler has figured in prominently on D.
So the transfers coming up big.
But it's important to notice how they've integrated in with the team and with the guys. worked hard during the summer to move up into those slots that were left vacant by graduates.
Twins to the right, single receiver to the left, tight end on the right side. Good snap, back to pass. Vasquez throws it over the middle, has some space, has some room, gets it to Lujan. He's got room. He crosses into Wildcat territory and is going to be close to the first down before he is slung down. I think he may have the first down.
Slung down by Alex, or Wheeler.
So Wheeler brings him down. Good spotting there, Braden. And they're going to say he's just, is he short or is he?
He got it.
He got it, so they're going to give him 12 yards there. So that's to Lujan for 12.
And Goddard's been out on offense now. This
seconds left to go in the quarter. Twins to the right side. They're going to run one more play. Pitch it over to Montoya. Has a hole across the 40 to the 39-yard line. As time expires, a 9-yard gain by Montoya. We have played a quarter from here at Wildcat Stadium, and Lovington leads this one by a score of 13-0. But Goddard on the march. We're back right after this. Lovington football continues in a moment.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats.
When it comes to safety, there's no job too big or too small. From large corporations to independent operators, JBW has the safety plan for you. JBW Solutions delivers expert health, safety, environmental, compliance, and risk management solutions to help businesses work safer, smarter, and stronger every day. Follow JBW Solutions on social media and see why experience makes all the difference.
One quarter in the books on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard, and the Wildcats lead this one 13-0. Flip ends of the field, and they're resetting the clock now. There we go. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Wildcat Stadium. Don Morgan patrolling the blue turf. So Goddard on the march. It'll be second down and about 1.5 yards for them. Inside Wildcat territory. Low snap, Vasquez with it. Hands it to Romero. Up the middle, bounces off two Cats. Still on his feet and takes it down to the 30, but then the ball comes out. It'll be 9 yards, and Lovington will have its third turnover of the ball game, I hope.
I know Kaysen Terrell was right there, first man in on the stop. I don't know who's at the bottom of the pile. I think it is.
It is Lovington, and coming out from the bottom, it is Kaysen Terrell. And JoJo Perez stripping it out, grabbing it, and so the third turnover of the ball game as Vasquez arguing, and yep, we got a flag on the play, and I have a feeling it's going to be Vasquez saying something to a man in stripes that he did not appreciate because he came over and got right in the face of one of those officials. And it'll be unsportsmanlike conduct, or should be, on Goddard. It'll be Lovington football. The question is, how much are they going to march off? There's 5. And there's 10. Yep, personal foul. So that'll be the second penalty on Goddard for 25 yards. And so give it to the Wildcats. First down and 10 from the 46-yard line in their own territory. But 3 turnovers in the first half. That's been the story of this one so far, Dawn.
Yeah, and 2 scores out of those 3 turnovers. So 2 out of 3, not bad. Again, Lovington's offense feeding off of that defensive success. But both of their lines, as Coach mentioned, the Hogs on offense and defense performing pretty well. I think defense has got the edge for them right now.
So send a single receiver wide to the left side. That is Paul Sanchez. Bunch everybody in tight on the near side. That'll be the strong side. Going to send a lineman in motion, then hand it off. Caballero, a little jump step, and then right into the teeth of the line. Not a lot of room running there for Jeremiah. He is immediately hit as he hits to the line. That's Colton Yauch again. And it'll be another 1-yard pickup for Caballero. He's averaging 2 yards a carry, controlling the clock, but not eating up a lot of yards.
Yeah, that offensive possession by Goddard really ate up a lot of that first quarter, more so than Lovington's offensive possessions. But Lovington's were more successful. They ended up in
touchdowns. Lovington's run 11 plays on 3 possessions.
Right.
So Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Caballero in the backfield with Perez. High snap, chicken fakes the handoff. Now he's going to be flush. Comes near side, looks downfield, tosses, fires, has a man across the 35 to the 32-yard line, and stepping out of bounds, Justin Allen.
Yep. Beautiful.
Let's see, that'll be 3-13. That'll be 23 yards to Allen and move the chains. First down, Lovington.
That was a nice throw. It was on target, right to Allen. Allen had time to turn around, look down, see where he was, get both of his feet in before he stepped out. Beautiful.
From the 31-yard line, first down and 10 Wildcats inside of Goddard territory, leading 13-0 on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard. Caballero over to the left side of Chicken. Perez with Twins left and Twins to the right. High snap, Chicken handles it, pump fake left. Now he's going to be tucking, rolling, firing. Gets it over and gets Allen, who reaches out and snags it in the air. Does he have it?
No.
Nope,
no.
They're going to say that he did not have control and was bobbling it, but I didn't think he had any chance of getting to that. Didn't have any chance, but he reached up and managed to at least make it maybe almost a play.
Yeah, got a hand on it. He had tight, tough coverage, clean coverage on him by Jordan Chavez on that. Otherwise, that might have been an end zone dance for him.
So second down and 10 for the Wildcats. That's one of those, I know Chicken saw him down there and thought, let's take a chance, but he had a lot of blue turf in front of him with no white jerseys anywhere to be seen, at least not within 20 yards.
No friend in sight.
High snap, hand it to Caballero. Starts it left, brings it back right into the teeth of the Goddard line to the 30-yard line. Another 1-yard gain for Caballero, as that was Brian Santillan who brings him down after just another 1-yard gain. It'll be third down and 9 for the Cats.
Yeah, tough again right here. They're at a point where they need to keep the chains moving forward. They need to try to convert on this.
I would think this might be getting close to 4-down territory here. You're up by 2 scores. You can work on a few things here. Want to maybe try and get a few more folks involved. Twins left and Twins to the right.
30-yard line, though, outside of the red zone.
And high snap, Chicken handles it. Good pocket this time. Now it breaks down. Going to get flushed, and that's a huge sack. It's down at the 43, make that the 47-yard line. 17-yard sack as Cooper Alpers sacks Chicken. That's the second sack for Goddard. And that throws Chicken's numbers into a bit of disarray.
Yeah, he's they're having just a little bit of a breakdown on the line. And
he rolled the wrong way right into the coverage with Alpers, who was able to disengage from his man.
But he was just running for cover at that point because they were coming through the line.
He still had a good pocket, though. If
he had turned the other way.
He's young. He's just a sophomore. High and over end kick, and they're going to let that one bounce. And it takes a Goddard bounce and having to pounce on it at the 25-yard line. It's only a 21-yard punt.
That's Graham Hayes.
But Hayes will pounce on it, and Goddard will take over down by 2 scores at their own 25-yard line.
As I mentioned a while ago,
we got a flag on the play, and so let's see. It'll be on Goddard, the holding on Goddard. But I have a feeling if it came post-kick, it'll stay Goddard football.
They'll just mark it off.
Yep, they're going to mark it off.
Yeah. I mentioned the last time when Lovington's offense sputtered out and they had to turn it over. You learn more from your failures from when you come up short and than you do on your successes sometimes. So
the 10-yard penalty will move them back to the 20-yard line.
Going to be at the 21. Spot it at the 21.
Spotted at the 21, all right. So 21-yard line. Goddard deep in their own territory. 9:15 remaining, 9:19 on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard. Snap rolls to Vasquez. He will give that to Romero, who again just bulls his way out to the 25-yard line. 4-yard pickup for Romero, and it'll be second down and 6 for the Rockets. I don't know why they're even bothering to even think about putting the ball in the air. I mean, they're picking up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yards a time carrying the ball. And right now, Vasquez is 3 for 5 for 12 yards with 2 interceptions.
Yeah, so they're having much more success with the running game.
And that's one thing that we've seen in past years. Of course, a little deeper this year, but the run game could grind the Wildcats down. Vasquez waits on it, and false start on Goddard. Yep. False start on the Rockets. That'll be their 4th penalty for 40 yards. So it'll go from 2nd and 6 to 2nd and 11. Even I can do that math.
That's good. That was great. No calculator involved there.
Well, you can't see my cell phone, but
okay.
My Big Spring education is coming through. And not the Big Spring team that Eunice will be playing later this year. That school didn't exist when I was in school.
All right, your mother is a teacher, so you gotta bite those words a little.
She's not a math teacher. She was an English teacher.
And she was never your teacher.
No, she was not. That was not allowed back then. Although I never wanted to have to go across the hall when I got in trouble. It's like, send me to the principal's office instead. He won't hit me as hard.
Right.
Vasquez from the shotgun. Romero in the backfield with him. Changing the play at the line. Twins to the left side. Low snap and whistles sound and timeout taken by the Rockets. With 8:11 to go here in the first half, Stone Oilfield Service scoreboard reads Lovington 13, Goddard nothing. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Wildcat football is also brought to you by Spare Feet, building a brand new beautiful facility between Hobbs and Lovington. Contact Spare Feet for the spare feet you need for your storage. Tonight's game is also brought to you by our friends at Eastern New Mexico University. The fall semester underway, but still time to register and become a Greyhound. Eastern New Mexico University in Portales, proud supporters of Lovington High School football. With Don Morgan patrolling the blue turf of Brian Urlacher Field, I'm TJ Miracle, Braden Cooper running camera, Tiffany Evie keeping an eye and an ear on things back at KZOR Sports Central tonight.
Well, a number of Lovington Wildcat graduates in different sports have gone on to college and on scholarships at ENMU. So
yes, they are.
I think that's appropriate for them to support Lovington football and Lovington athletics.
I think so. So after the timeout, 8:11 remaining here in the first. Vasquez from the shotgun. Waits on it. He will pitch it. Going to the far side. Montoya. Not a lot of running room. Lovington sniffed that one out good, but hard running. Finally taken out after he gains a couple of yards. Gets it back across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So just a 1-yard gain that time for Montoya. Good job by the Cats to stay home and sniff that one out and trail it out and string it out.
Good D. The O had to exert a lot of energy, waste a lot of time running all the way to the sideline for just a 1-yard gain.
So passing down, you've got to think here for the Rockets. Facing a 3rd down and 10. 8:05 remaining here in the first half. And Lovington up by 2 scores. So Vasquez will bring his team to the line. He's got Romero in the backfield with him. 2 guys coming to the near side. That is Lujan and Alpers. Back to pass. Vasquez in trouble and gets away from one and coughs the ball. He flips it forward. Is that an eligible receiver? Yep, it's Romero. He's eligible. So turning a lot of disaster into nothing is Damian Leyva. Slow to get up, so Romero catches the ball, his 2nd catch of the ball game, and he's going to wind up getting 14 yards, and it'll be a 1st down for Goddard, but we worry more about Leyva.
Well, Leyva's walking it off. The trainer is over here with him. He just took a little bit of a hit, came off a little wobbly. I think they're going to keep him out for a series or 2, and hopefully he's going to be all right.
They actually give him 19 on the play. Let me get that moved into the box.
And that really was an almost tackle. It
was an almost sack by Leyva. Vasquez was close to being across the line of scrimmage,
got
too.
Caught by the shirt, by the jersey.
And they'll hand it off. Romero starts it right and runs right into the Wildcat line up front. Hammering Wheeler with the first hit on him and then coming in to clean him up. Hello, Russ Castro. Welcome back to the Castro family. It'll be a 1-yard loss on that one for Romero. 2nd down and 11.
And number 1,
also
Vaughn.
That's LZ Vaughn.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2nd down and 11 this time for the Rockets. 7 minutes remaining, first half. opening game of the 2026 season. Be home again next week with the Lubbock Christian squad coming to town. Have to double check what they are. I think they're the Eagles. Pardon me. Twins to the right. Two tight ends on the left side. Now they'll send one of those tight ends. That's Thompson over to the right side. Back to pass. Vasquez under pressure, steps up, lets one fly, has a man deep, and is it complete? If it is, it's a big completion. Yes, it is. So that's going to be 10, 20, 27 yards. Who was that to? Was that Lujan?
I could not see. It was all the way across the field, and there were players in front of me.
I'm going to say it was Lujan. So 27 yards as Vasquez finding a little throwing groove. 5th first down for Goddard.
And he got rid of that quickly. He really didn't have to have a lot of protection on the line. He just found the zone and lit it up.
So Lujan flying down that right sideline. And so now it'll be first down and 10. Ball spotted 36 inside Lovington territory. Halfway through this second quarter, the Rockets on the march, trailing by 2 scores. Twins left side, single back in the backfield. Handed off to that single back. That is Montoya. Takes it over the left guard and gets 4 yards out of it before he's finally run backward by the Wildcat line. Ricardo Rodello in on another stop there for the Cats, and Damian Leyva back in, also in on the stop. Cameron Wheeler also coming in to clean him up. So second down and 7 after the 3-yard gain for Montoya. 5.5 minutes to go. Another clock-eating drive for this Rockets squad. Montoya stays in the backfield with Vasquez. Twins right now, they're going to shift the tight end. That's Thompson over to the right side. Maybe look for something to go to that strong side. They will pitch it. Montoya with some running room, gets a good block, has some room, takes it through that far slot out where they moved the lineman. He's going to be close to the first down before he's brought down by Vaughn on the far side. Going to be just short. He needed 7. He got 6 of them.
And Leyva was on the other side, also in on that stop, but his helmet came off, so he has to come out. And I believe it is it 61? I think it's Rodello who's going in.
Rodello going back in, the senior lineman. So 3rd down and 1, a big 3rd and 1 here. This is 4-down territory for Coach Bolanos. He'll send Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Goddard trying to get on the scoreboard with 4.5 minutes remaining here in the first. Hand it off. Montoya, a little hesitation move, and then the blue sees part, and he'll take it all the way up to the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 as just no pressure up the front. Montoya will have it inside the Lovington blue zone, and their 6th first down of the half.
Yeah, it just looked like he was cutting through butter there. And no problem getting into the zone, into the red zone. 9
carries, 45 yards for Isaiah Montoya. So now inside the Lovington red zone. Spot him at the 17 officially. So the Rockets will be in 4-down territory from here on out. Of course, Lovington will have the ball first to start the second half. But you want to keep the Rockets off the board if you can. Twins left, single receiver to the right. Montoya stays in the backfield. Hand it off to him. He's got room. He's got room up the middle. He's across the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. He's going to have that first down right at the nose and move the chains. 1st and goal, Goddard. 10 carries, 55 yards. I don't know why they bother doing anything else. 5.5 yards a carry. Just keep feeding it to Montoya.
Important defensive stand here.
They have gotten no blocking up front. We've got a Lovington player down. I've got to think with the heat that it's probably a cramp.
And
as down, that is Christopher Casadas. So Casadas down, injury. Are they going to dock as a timeout? I think Coach Bailey took one anyway. So 3:37 to go on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard. Goddard on the march, but Lovington up 13-0. Wildcat football back in 30 seconds.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Back here at Wildcat Stadium, Brian Urlacher Field. I'm TJ Miracle after the injury timeout. Casadas is up and off the field, so just a cramp there. And they did not charge Lovington the timeout, so Lovington still with all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Goddard still has 2.
You talked about the heat. Lovington over here has one of the giant air fans. It is cool. It's blowing out a lot of cool air for some of these players when they get a little overheated.
So first and goal now for the Rockets, knocking on the door from the 7-yard line. Lovington going to try and keep them out of the end zone. 3:37 to go here in the first half. Lovington pitching the shutout so far, but Goddard has found a groove on this possession. Thompson goes from the left side to the right side. That'll become the strong side. With Vasquez Montoya behind him, pump fake into the flat, complete, moving around. That's Lujan. He's across the 5, still on his feet, and down to about the 2-yard line before finally Lovington stretches him out and lays him out. Andrew Garcia on the initial hit. So it'll be second and goal from the 5. It'll be a 3-yard gain officially. So that is 61 yards on 8 attempts now for Nate Vasquez. He has completed his last 5 passes after going 1 for 3 with 2 interceptions in his first attempts. Now he's finding a little bit. So from just inside the 5-yard line, second down and goal. Send Thompson to the right side. Look for him to send Montoya there and then cut back towards the middle. And that's exactly what's going to happen. He tumbles in the backfield, but will he break the plane? Yes, he will. 4 yards, Isaiah Montoya into the end zone for the touchdown. And that's just domination up front by Goddard's line, Dawn.
Yeah, it is. They just continued to slog forward. They were very deliberate. They took a few big bites off of some pass completions.
And Vasquez even stumbled in the backfield, and he still just had plenty of room to waltz into the end zone.
So some things for the line to really work on and watch. And let's hope Goddard doesn't, just keep doing that, capitalize on that.
I'm not sure you're going to see him do anything else tonight.
Well, if they're smart, I guess they just do it and ride that horse until it won't work for them.
They have number 90 kicking. They do not have a number 90 on the roster that we were given. And so his kick is up, and it is good. With 2:37 to go in the first half on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard, it's Lovington 13, Goddard 7. Wildcat football continues on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Montoya with the 4-yard touchdown dive, and then the point after is good. 2.5 minutes remaining here in this first half. Lovington up by 6, 13-7 is the score. With Don Morgan field side, I'm TJ Miracle. Number 90, again, we do not have him on the roster, and I apologize. He will boot that one, and I'm not sure that one should have been fielded, but it is at the 10, cutting it back to the 20, 25 to the 30, as moving his way forward is Caballero. So he winds up getting about 5 yards more than he would have, but a very dangerous field there.
Yeah.
So Lovington will have it 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line, their own 27.
Yeah, he had to kind of stretch out, reach out to grab that. And you really, once he did that, he had some of the Goddard
I think
already
Goddard
on
is
him.
well, and some of them had pulled up a little bit, thinking that
he
one was
was
going
gonna
through
go
the
by
end
him.
zone. Yeah,
Sure. And that's what I thought too. And it ends up being okay. It would have been a touchback.
Yeah. So they wind up getting they get 7 yards out of it.
Not bad.
So from the 27-yard line, high snap. Chicken takes it himself, gets a block across the 30, and then he runs into a guy in the white and Columbia blue, tries to suplex him like we saw the Dallas and practice the other day. That'll be Brian Santalon, who thinks about suplexing him. Chicken's not big enough to have that.
No.
If that happens, it's going to hurt. It's 6 yards, though, for the sophomore quarterback. And now Lovington is in the hurry-up offense. Looking to pass. Chicken to the left side. Good time. Still with time. Now going to have to tuck it, run it. Throws it underneath. Has a man across the 50. Cutting it across. That is to Madrid across the 40 to the 38-yard line. There is 17. That is 27. That is 30 yards on the completion. Jude Madrid, his second catch of the ball game, and moved the chains. First down, Cats.
I think Chicken actually scrambled for as much yardage as he
least.
threw.
The Cats in hurry-up mode right now after the first down. Chicken keeps it himself, sweeps it out to the left side, cuts it back to the 30, to the 25. We've got a hold, though. This one is coming back. Yep. As Damian Leyva decided he wanted to make really, really, really good friends with Tanner Lair. I mean, they're just hugging it out down there.
Up
but
close and very personal, maybe TMI.
It'll wipe out a 17-yard gain.
Unfortunately, but it stops the clock, and Lovington still has a minute and a half to work with.
First penalty for the Wildcats, and they've still got all 3 timeouts, 90 seconds to go. Now that's a 10-yard penalty, so it'll be second down and 10. Take it back to the Lovington 47-yard line. Sanchez comes out, coming in his place.
What Lovington would like to do is march down and get into the end zone, get that score back.
Not a lot of time, though. They're going to be in hurry-up mode here.
But in the
empty set in the backfield, trips to the right, twins to the left. They have restarted the clock after the penalty. Good snap. Chicken with it. Steps up in the pocket. Going to have to tuck it as he is going to be pressured. Pump fake. Keeps it himself. Comes back near side. Breaks a tackle across the 40. Down to the 37-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of 10 for Chicken. Getting it done with his legs. Gets the penalty back. And it'll be third down. Or rather second down and 10. 55 seconds to go and timeout. Wisely taken there.
And that was Jesus Ortiz who brought him down for Goddard.
We'll just keep it right here. Coming up in 55 seconds, we will have your Stone Oil Field services. I've got to start writing all this down. Your Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation going into your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. There we go. 13-7 on the Stone Oil Field Services scoreboard. I'm going to get all this straight eventually, I promise you. New season, still knocking the rust off.
Oh, man. Aren't we all?
But good to be back with you here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com. We're also on the Z94 KZOR Facebook page tonight. The Wildcats and the Rockets slugging it out. Best high school game I ever saw was between these two squads. A year both of them wind up winning state, so that was been 16, 17 years ago. It was a shootout at the end that Goddard won in a Lee County, Chavez County matchup between old rivals.
And they are old rivals, but at least they're in different divisions classifications this year.
That's right.
4A and 5A. And starting.
So out of the timeout, Chicken back under center. Actually, not under center, from the shotgun. Lets it fly and overthrows and right into the hands of a Goddard defender. And so the INT to Jordan Chavez. So Chicken never should have let that one fly. And so it'll be the first turnover for the Wildcats, and Goddard has 45 seconds and 2 timeouts to work with. But we've got a flag on the play. I have a feeling we're probably going to have roughing, or not roughing, but unnecessary roughness on Lovington. We'll see where the Whitecap is and what he's got to say. We may have a horse collar. But we'll wait and see. Well, they're talking to Damian Leyva about it. It's going to be after the INT, so it's still a turnover. And we're still waiting on a signal. Still hadn't seen it.
Against Lovington because they're bringing the ball this way.
Or are they going to?
It's going to be a
So it's
personal.
going to be. It's got to be. I never saw him signal, but so it'll be a 15-yard penalty. That is insult to injury right at the end of that play.
Still a lot of field that Goddard has to overcome to try to get in the end zone before half.
But still 2 timeouts. So from the 26-yard line after the first Wildcat turnover of the season, you kind of feel momentum shifting over to Goddard. They're going to put twins to the right side, single receiver to the left. Vasquez from the shotgun with it. Looks left, throws it into the flat, throws a bullet. That one is completed across the 25. So right to the line of scrimmage, but a nice job on that far side for the Wildcats to get that one sniffed out. And the
Manny Perez.
Goddard player slow to get up as that was completed to number 12. That's Reese.
Yeah, and
He'll get 2 yards on the play.
It was Perez who caught him, brought him down.
And timeout by the Rockets with 34 seconds to go. So Vasquez, who started off very, very shaky since throwing 2 interceptions in his first 3 attempts, is now completed his last 6. And interesting note, nothing that Vasquez has thrown has been incomplete. He's had 2 into Lovington's hands, but he's officially 7 of 9 for 63 yards with no touchdowns and 2 interceptions. But I think that may be the first time I've seen that many attempts without one hitting the turf first, at least in a long time.
Well, 7 of 9 for 63 would put it at a 9-yard average per.
Yes, it would. So now it'll be 2nd down and 10 after officially no gain to Reese on the play. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left from the far sideline. Vasquez throws it, has a man in the flat. That's Reese again. You might ought to cover him a little bit closer. Lovington into the prevent. So it'll be a pickup of 5 to Reese once again.
Yeah, and I think he had.
And so it'll be 3rd down and about 5.5, or call it 4.
Zubia north of him and Jojo Perez south of him, but you're right, neither of them really close to him. Had that been complete,
they're giving up yards. They're going into the prevent, but if you let them get out of bounds, it also saves them timeouts.
Stop the clock. They've got 30 seconds to work with.
Yes, they do. 13-7 is the score on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard. Twins make that trips to the left, twins to the right. It'll be an open backfield. Vasquez is a threat to run. He'll take a 3-step drop, tosses far side, complete, up the sideline, and stepping on the sideline after a 7-yard gain. Was that Thompson over there? I'm thinking it might have been. No, we've got another new receiver. That was O'Meara. So O'Meara with 5 yards, and it'll be another Roswell Goddard 1st down.
And again, it was JoJo.
And it stops the chains once again.
24 seconds left.
Moves the chains and stops the clock.
Yeah, JoJo Perez in on that stop again.
So Goddard can just take their time. They're just dinking and dunking, and they've still got time. They're averaging about 4 or 5 seconds of play. So 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 37-yard line. Trips left, twins to the right. Vasquez waits on it. Back to pass, a little pressure, steps up. He is going to tuck it, take it himself. Comes to the near sideline, crosses the 45, and steps out around the 47-yard line. 10 yards on the keeper for Vasquez, and he will have enough for the 1st down. That is the 9th 1st down of the half for Goddard. Does take some time off the clock, though, and still shy of Wildcat territory.
You know, they're kind of the opposite of explosive. They're just rather deliberate. They kind of go about it just in a business-like fashion and kind of grind it out.
The Wildcat D-line asking for the crowd to make some noise. Amron Wheeler waving the crowd on. 15 seconds to go, 1st and 10 for the Rockets from their own 48-yard line. Empty set once again. Vasquez, good snap. 5-step drop, pressured, steps up, lets it fly, wants it down the seam, has a man, complete down inside the 10 at the 5-yard line, as that one is into the hands of
22.
Hunter. That is Hunter. And we got a flag on the play. If it stands, let's see, that's going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 48-yard completion to Hunter if it stands.
Again, Wildcats.
And it is. The Wildcats, I think this one's going to be half the distance, probably on an unsportsmanlike penalty.
Wildcats in the
And we're going to have, actually, it'll be on Goddard this time. He pointed Goddard's way. I don't know why they're not moving the ball back.
Now I think they will be. Let's see.
No unsportsmanlike conduct, and he pointed Goddard's way.
Again, deep, some of the Lovington coaches read that play and were hollering to watch for the long pass. And Lovington had Wildcats in the neighborhood, but the coverage was too loose again. They read it. They were looking up at the throw, but just not on their man tight enough.
15-yard penalty from the end of the play will move, so the 48-yard completion will stand. Then the 15-yard penalty takes him to the 21-yard line, and I think Coach Bailey wisely taking a timeout. Or he may be asking if that negates the play.
Yeah, he's asking something he wasn't telling.
Yeah, I think he's asking if that negates the play, which, he would certainly want to. Because then, instead of it being 1st and 10, by the way, that is the 10th first down for Goddard.
He was not happy with whatever he was being told.
And the officials are telling the Lovington line to back off. So the Hogs are in there rooting a little bit. Still discussion, and now Coach Bolano's going to come way out. He wants to have a word. So while they're having their words, I'm going to say thank you to the folks who make our words possible, including our friends at Caprock Tubular, Eastern New Mexico University, C&M Electric, Bob's Thriftway, B&B Rentals, Aftermath Hot Oil Services, and the Lovington Schools. Wildcat football also brought to you by True Brew, Spare Feet, Battle Energy, Double R Pipe and Supply, Man Welding, First American Bank of Lovington, JBW Solutions, Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How Halftime Show coming up, Eunice Pump and Supply, Badger Services, Stone Oilfield Services, and Western States Insurance.
6 seconds left on the clock till half. And still,
I think they've got it in the right spot right now, if I'm remembering the rule book correctly.
And the officials are still talking about it. The Whitecap holding up his hand, saying, hold on.
If Coach Bailey gets his way on this one, we're going to the casino after a while. Or maybe buying a lotto ticket.
And the Whitecap's coming over to explain something to Coach Bailey.
Yeah, it was a post-play penalty, so it should be from the spot of the penalty since it was post-play. And so now, it will be 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Goddard with time for maybe 2 plays if they go fast. Empty set in the backfield for Vasquez. Trying to go ahead at the finish, and a wide open man over on the left side, throwing it up and incomplete at the buzzer. And so the Wildcats dodge the bullet as we go to halftime, 13-7. That one was dangerous. The man flashed open, but then good closing speed on the far side. As we will have a Bob Thriftway coaches conversation right now.
Hey, here we go, Coach. All right, 13-7, up by 6 at half. How do you feel?
I feel okay. I'm not great, but it's okay. Get the ball back after half, so we got a chance to, pick that lead up a little bit. We're doing a good job. We're not executing good enough on offense. Our defense is playing really good.
All right, okay. What do you want out of the second half?
We just got to settle down a little bit offensively. I feel like we're frantic. We got a young quarterback, and he's doing a really good job. Explosive as heck, but just got to calm down a little bit. Calm down a little bit. He can do some really special things, but I want us to be better at the little things.
All right.
Good luck. Ma'am. Thank you.
Your Bob Thriftway coaches conversation with Coach Josh Bailey. 13-7 is the score on your Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard. Your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. Back after this, Wildcat Football, Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com.
That's a big pipe.
When the job calls for tough tubulars, Caprock Tubular Services is ready to roll. Located at 1200 East Avenue D in Lovington, they provide quality oil field tubular products and dependable service to help keep the Permian Basin moving. Whether it's casing, tubing, or getting the right pipe for the job, they've got you covered. And remember, the only thing they like crooked is a country road, not your pipe. Stop by Caprock Tubular Services in Lovington or call 552-1919.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Feel that hometown pride, Lovington? That's the sound of the Wildcats roaring. Unforgettable Friday night lights. Our athletics spark the fire, but the winning streak doesn't stop on the field. Lovington schools push for academic excellence every single day, powered by the incredible students, dedicated staff, and passionate faculty shaping the leaders of tomorrow. Visit lovingtonschools.net today to learn more.
Did your handyman fix leave you in the dark? Yep. It's time to call the pros. C&M Electric in Lovington powers up residential, commercial, oil field, automation, pole line construction, drilling rig electrification, and even solar systems. If it runs on electricity, they've got you covered. Don't get shocked by second best. Look up C&M Electric in Lovington today.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you, no matter the conditions. Aftermath will always do what it takes to get the job done. Want Aftermath on your location? They'll take care of hot oilers, back trucks, kill trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging, just to name a few of their services. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. This is your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How Halftime Show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, my friends, at some point you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. And we've got a good one on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard. Lovington comes out and scores 13 unanswered off 2 turnovers, but then Goddard grinds out another one and then almost takes the lead going into half, but Lovington dodging a little bit of a bullet on the last play of the half to keep the 13-7 lead. Let's take a look at the numbers in the first half of this one. We will start with the Goddard Rockets. Nate Vasquez in the first half goes 10 of 13 for 121 yards. No touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Leading receiver right now is going to be Lujan. Noah Lujan, 3 catches for 42 yards. Actually, his leading receiver is Isaiah Hunter. He's got 1 catch for 48 yards. So he's the leading yardage man at least. 3 catches for Romero, 2 catches out of the backfield for 22 yards, and a couple of catches for Reese for 7 yards, and 1 for O'Meara for 5 yards. On the ground, Goddard grinding it out. Isaiah Montoya, 11 carries, 59 yards. Yikes, almost 5 yards a carry for that young man, over 5 yards a carry, or right at. So he's got 59 yards and a touchdown. Ryan Romero, 6 carries for 22 yards. Vasquez, 1 keeper for 10 yards. And Flores on an end around lost 3 yards. 3 turnovers in that first half for the Rockets. They were flagged 5 times for 55 yards. They got no points in the first, 7 in the second. 121 through the air, 88 on the ground cumulatively. And that equals 209 yards total for Roswell in that first half. They also had 10 first downs. For your Lovington Wildcats in the first half, Chicken Perez, a very efficient 50-50. He goes 3 of 6 for 94 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. That touchdown, a 41-yarder to Jude Madrid. Madrid is the leading receiver. He's got 2 catches for 71 yards. Justin Allen, the other, a 23-yarder. So on the ground, it's been the chicken show. He's got 7 carries for 52 yards. That is a bit misleading. He does have a 41-yard touchdown scamper, but a bit misleading, and I say that because he's been sacked twice and has lost 26 yards. So you don't have those 2 sacks. That 52 yards is all of a sudden getting close to 100. Jeremiah Caballero, some tough running inside, 6 carries for just 11 yards. 94 through the air, 63 on the ground, 157 total yards for the Wildcats in the first half. They were flagged twice for 25 yards, had 4 first downs in the first half, 1 turnover against them. They got all 13 of their points in that first half, or rather first quarter of play. So 13-7, you like to see that all told. They are up on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard, but a lot of work they're going to have to do. Other scores coming in from around Lee County as we kick off the first night of the 2026 football season. Late in the first half at the Wool Bowl in Roswell. That's also a Lee County-Chavez County matchup. The Hobbs Eagles leading Roswell High 20-14. Down in Eunice at Cardinal Stadium late in the first half. Eunice over Ruidoso 14-0. Making the long trip up to Tucumcari tonight, the Jowl Panthers late in the first quarter down 20-0, and it is 36-0 running clock time in Tatum right after the first half of that one. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How keys to the second half. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Hey, ready to cool off or pick up your day? Swing by True Brew in Lovington. It's more than just great coffee. From refreshing summer teas and awesome Red Bull energy drinks, there's something for every mood. Hungry? They've got tasty bites too. Check out their menus, monthly specials, and new favorites on social media. True Brew, your new favorite stop in Lovington.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Back here in Lovington, this is your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. 13-7, the Cats with the 6-point lead going into the third quarter. With Don Morgan fieldside, I'm TJ Miracle. And Don Morgan, after talking to Coach Bailey and with what you saw in the first half, what are your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How keys to the second half?
Well, they are just going to have to stop it, shut down the mistakes, right? They're doing some good things. He mentioned, there's hard work going on offensively, defensively. They're doing some good things, making some big plays, but then they're kind of coming right back and they're taking 2 steps back, for every 2 that they take forward. Now, it's great. They've caught a couple of breaks, and they've also made, a couple of things happen with some explosive plays to end up 6 points ahead, starting the second half, getting the ball. I think they're going to have to come out, and they're really going to have to work on grabbing that momentum. I think that they need to score on their first possession, coming out, having the ball. I think that they've just got to shut down the mistakes, and some of that just comes with it's early in the season. They've got new players in new positions. They're learning, they're working things out, but they've got to come up with it. The defense has got to get a little more consistent on stopping the Goddard run, and the offense has got to quit giving away the ball. And if they can hang on to it, Goddard has been much, much more successful in hanging on to the ball, having long offensive drives, and they've made one of them count. Lovington has been able to shut them down a couple of times and has caught a couple of lucky breaks, but they're going to have to come out. Lovington's going to have to come out and do a better, more consistent job, both offensively, defensively. Stop the mistakes, stop the run, and execute. Just execute better. They're not doing badly, otherwise they wouldn't be up by 6 on the board, and it's still a low-scoring game. Neither team has just lit things up, offensively so far in this game. It's far from a.
Far from a runaway.
Exactly, far from a runaway. And in fact, Lovington has to come out and try to put a little more distance between themselves and Goddard. Otherwise, Goddard came to play, and they're not going to go away, and they're going to come out just as tough in the second half. So,
I think you're absolutely right. I'm going to echo what you say. Defense, they've got to find a way to stop the run. I don't know what that looks like. Maybe Coach Bailey needs to bring in an extra lineman. Maybe he needs to make sure or work on in his defensive staff. Of course, that's Josh Faith, the defensive coordinator. Maybe bringing an extra linebacker up with a little delay. I don't know what that looks like. They know for sure what they've got in there, but they were just getting absolutely blasted off the line, especially in that second quarter. So they've got to find a way to man up down there, and maybe that means another man to help control the run. And I say that knowing that all of a sudden Nate Vasquez has found his groove through the air, but the run is really where they are making their bread and butter. On the offensive side of the ball, I'm going to echo you here too, Don. I think they have to score on this first possession of the second half because, again, if they start getting a little gassed, and I think they did late in that second quarter, Roswell Goddard has the ability to come back, so you've got to score first, and if you can score on this first possession, I think that gives you just that little bit of breathing room. On the same side of things, you've got to control the ball, control the time. Don't try to get the big play. Now, if it opens up for you and you can do it, do it. Take your shots when you can, but control the ball, control the offense, and what you do when you do that is it does give your defense, and you are a little bit deeper now, it gives them time to breathe. It gives you time to move some guys in and out and get an opportunity to maybe not have them quite so gassed when we get to the end of this ball game.
I think that's what Coach was saying as well. I equate, you're saying, calm. He's saying calm down, and you're saying get composed, compose a little more. And I think it turns into the same thing. They've got to get control and being calm down, get control, keep control. Yes, explosive is good, but you got to have control of the ball to make something happen, and they do. Plus, they have got on the passing, on the defense, they have got to get better coverage on that. They have got to read that pass a little sooner, get a little closer to the receivers, and get a little better coverage on that. They're leaving their man wide open.
They are, yeah. They're kind of blowing it. They're falling a lot of times, I think, and this is going to happen with young defensive backs. And let's not kid ourselves. Lovington lost a great crop of defensive backs last year. They had 5 guys that I think could go up against anybody in the state. So they've got new players out there that are learning. So they're not going to bite on the fakes. I would be willing to bet you that Coach Bailey, Coach Faith, and the rest of them are telling them that. So they just, work on those things. Stay with your man. Remember, you don't have to be the hero. If you just stay on your assignment, you will probably wind up as the hero.
Do your job. Stay
Do
in your
your
lane.
job.
Yeah.
Exactly. How many years have we heard that from this
Execute.
Lovington program?
Yeah.
Going all the way back to Coach Faith's dad. Do your job. So Coach Speedy Faith, and I heard it from Coach Q, the elder Coach Q, of course. Jaime Quinones, Brooke Quinones, one of the assistants this year. Heard it from Coach G. Heard it from Coach Bailey. Do your job. That's really kind of been a mantra here in Lovington for at least 30 years. I would think. So the Cats preparing to come on back out. The Goddard Rockets are taking some more time in the air-conditioned comfort of the Erlacher Training Center. Final coming in from up in Tatum as Escalante's got about a 7-8 hour drive back up to Tierra Amarilla as Tatum blanks them. That one ends early, 50-0. Congratulations to the Coyotes. So the Wildcats back on the field. The Rockets coming back out as well. 13-7, Lovington in the lead, and they will have the ball first to start the second half. This has been your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, my friends, at some point you will, Get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. We go to the second half after this Wildcat football on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com from KZOR.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Wildcats, you ready to get loud? Because when Lovington plays, this town shows up. And when the oil field needs serious pressure control support, they call Man Welding. From BOP testing and nipple up to vent lines, igniters, sand separators, torque, and test, Man Welding helps keep the Permian Basin moving. Man Welding, proud to support the Lovington Wildcats. Go Cats!
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
When it comes to safety, there's no job too big or too small. From large corporations to independent operators, JBW has the safety plan for you. JBW Solutions delivers expert health, safety, environmental, compliance, and risk management solutions to help businesses work safer, smarter, and stronger every day. Follow JBW Solutions on social media and see why experience makes all the difference.
Back here at Wildcat Stadium and Brian Urlacher Field with Dawn Morgan Field side on the blue turf. I'm TJ Miracle. Braden Cooper running camera tonight, helping spot a little bit. Tiff and Evie back at One Radio Square. On the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard, it's Lovington 13, Goddard 7. Lovington with the ball first to start this second half. Score update from the Wool Bowl in Roswell, another Lee County, Chavez County matchup. The Hobbs Eagles and the Roswell High Coyotes in a shootout, 27. Quarter. Hobbs in the lead of that one. So the Wildcats warming up like they normally do, Dawn, but Goddard, they're just kind of hanging out over on that far sideline since they came out. Yeah,
you know what? They just have had that kind of just, we're here of very deliberate sort of business-like attitude, not too pumped up, not too low. Maybe that's just their nature. I don't know. I did notice on the Cat side already dealing with, working out some cramps, a couple of the players, and that is going to figure out probably into things. It has cooled off a little bit down here on the field, and the fan, there's a big fan here that some of the players and even I.
Well, it's still 88 degrees according to the weather service, so it hadn't cooled off a lot.
Well, just not having sun, helps a lot. Just there's difference between 88 at night, without the sun, and 88 even when the sun's going down. But that's going to be key is hydration and getting those electrolytes back in. Because that we've still, even though we've got a deeper team this year, you've still got some players who are out spending a lot of minutes on the field, and with those long offensive possessions by Goddard, it has put the defense out there and really tested them, and that's partly why they've got a little gassed is because they've had to spend so much more time on the field. And they're paying for it here.
Yes, they are, as Caballero will go back deep to receive. And again, they've got number 90 to kick, and I do not have a 90 on my roster. I'm trying to discern who it might be. It might be Gio Fajardo. He's number 92, but I don't want to say that for sure. Anyway, it'll be Roswell kicking off. Caballero back deep. He sets up at his own 3-yard line. Cats will be moving from the north to the south. And is left to right on your radio dial, and a wobbler that is going to be fielded and then dropped by one of the up men, bringing it back across to the 10, to Perez, to the 20, looking for some room to the 25, to the 26-yard line. Another dangerous return for the Wildcats as JoJo gets away with it that time and winds up being a 6-yard net gain for the Wildcats, but Oh, boy, they're playing with fire on that one.
Yeah, and that was Alex Benavides who was the first to get him and bring him down. So better than a touchback, but still a lot of field to go.
So Chicken will be the quarterback, Chicken Perez, also known as Miguel Perez. I've been told it's okay to call him Chicken. People go, Miguel, who's that? Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Chicken from the shotgun, good snap. Hand it to Caballero, a little jump step, and he gets through the first, and then he'll get out to the 30-yard line. It is a 4-yard gain before he is slung down by Aiden Smith. Also in on that stop, Angel De Leon, but that is a 4-yard gain for Caballero, his longest run since his first touch of the ball game. Well, and they say his knee went down a little soon, so it's 2nd down and 3 or 2nd and 7 after just a 3-yard pickup. But I like this. 3 yards and a cloud of dust football will win you football games because you control the tempo and you control the pace.
A little calmer, more controlled. That's what Coach was asking for.
Twins left, single receiver to the right. It's Madrid by himself up to the right side. Caballero is the deep back. And pitch it to Allen on the end around. Justin with some room. Turn it upfield, young man, across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So a pickup of 4 on the end around for Allen. So that's a manageable 3rd down and 3. Hey, again, 3-4 yards and a cloud of dust will win you football games. That one got spread out a long time over on that far side as Cooper Alpers, who's had a pretty good game, strung that one out a little bit. So now 3rd and a manageable 3 for the Wildcats. Madrid comes by himself down to the right side. Covering him will be Jesus Ortiz. And, false start on the Wildcats. 7 steps forward and then 5 steps back on their first penalty of the half.
Yeah, we talked about that during halftime, is trying to eliminate the silly mistakes. And that's, that kind of thing. You get a couple of 3-yard gains, and then you get a 5-yard penalty. And
I had a couple of guys moving at once, and that's a no-no.
Sure.
Supposed to be a no-no anyway. Well, it's a no-no after everybody's set. They'll move it back 5 yards, and now it'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Wildcats. Not nearly as manageable. Send the man in motion over to the right tight end side. Chicken with the option look. He's got a hole. He's across the 25, 35 to the 40. 45 still on his feet to the 50. Into Goddard territory. Still on his feet across the 45. And then flags fly as he's down to the 40-yard line. So that's 20, 30. And we got a lot of laundry out there. It's 32 yards on the keeper for Chicken. But we are going to have all kinds of stuff going on out there. JoJo lost his helmet.
Now that's like 3 times tonight.
Or rather, Chicken did.
Oh, not Chicken, but usually it's Leba. Leba has lost his a couple of times.
Well, I think they're going to get targeting. I think there was a hold on Lovington, but I think we're going to have a targeting on Goddard.
So maybe offsetting penalties here. Could be.
Yeah, I'd rather it just be on Goddard.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Because the targeting is a 15-yard penalty.
Right.
So it'll be face mask.
Ooh. Of which variety,
Is it the personal foul variety, though? And if Chicken lost it, they waved off the flag on the far side, and Bailey wants to know about it. I don't blame Josh a bit. And JoJo having to be restrained by, or rather Chicken having to be restrained by one of his linemen. That's Burciaga.
So apparently, Chicken felt like he was in the crosshairs there, and that the penalty should have stood on.
But they're going to wave off both
Goddard.
of them. So
Wow.
hey,
Okay.
Looks like they waved them both off. Maybe.
All right, so maybe that's fair.
Well, no. Now the back judge is going to pick the ball up and move it. I don't know what's going on here. That's all right. I'm not sure anybody
That's okay.
knows.
There, Whitecap is just now explaining things to Coach Bailey.
And Goddard had moved all the way back like they were getting ready to get a 15-yard penalty. So just a lot of confusion. 10:08 to go, 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st down for Lovington. They're 5th as now they get the chain gang up. Now they're going to march off the 15-yarder. So it is a 15-yard personal foul. So that is 6 penalties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 penalties. 70 yards on the Rockets, and 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 24-yard line.
All right, this is more like it.
This is twins to the right, single receiver to the left.
Yeah,
and
illegal motion on
jumped.
Goddard, I think.
Yeah, that'll be offsides on Goddard. And, it will be another 5-yard penalty on the Rockets. So now they've got 75 penalty yards, and it'll be 1st and 5 for the Wildcats. So move them inside the first time tonight inside the Goddard red zone. So to the 19-yard line, 2nd down and 5, Lovington football as Chicken sideline. He's got plenty of time on the play clock. Under 10 minutes to go in the third. Lovington with a long, methodical drive to start out this third quarter. Split a man out wide to the left side. That's Paul Sanchez by himself up to the left. Now a man in motion going over to that's Manny Perez. Handed off on the end around and coming up. Caballero on a little micro reverse and might have got a yard.
Or maybe yard and a half.
We'll give him a yard on it, and so it'll be 2nd down and 4 for Caballero. The ball right at the 19-yard line. Might be more like a half yard, but whatever it takes. Again, just keep it calm. Keep moving it forward. Perez, that's Manny, at the left tight end spot. Madrid by himself to the right side. Twins to the left. Good snap. Fake the handoff to Caballero. Chicken hit in the backfield, and he pushes forward, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more than that.
I think he'll.
Tanner Lair brings him down. Also in on that stop, another hit for Colton Yonch.
And they're pulling him up from the bottom.
Yeah, he is going to lose a yard on the play. So it'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Wildcats. You don't want to get down in the red zone and then stall out. This might be a time where you look for maybe that explosive play. They're having trouble protecting Perez. So maybe this is where you send in a little dump out to the flat, get it to Madrid, get it to Perez, JoJo or Manny, or get it to Allen and just let them run. Let your athletes run. So dump it out, or maybe just a quick little crossing route. But we'll see. And they will hand it off, and a good run this time, and on his feet and moving down, close to 1st down yardage inside the 15-yard line. Caballero with a good, solid, strong run. They're going to say his knee went down just a little bit short. Needed 6, give him 5, and it is 4th down and 1. If I'm coach, decision time for coach, but I think he needs to go for it here.
Oh, yeah, I think without question he's got to.
So 4th down and a yard to go.
Yeah, they've spotted it right on the 16.
So they're going to need to get it to about the 15 and a half. Empty set in the backfield, trying to spread them out. Goddard, close to the jump. They're trying the hard count. Still 7 seconds left on the play clock. Chicken waits on it. Snap to Perez. Chicken takes it himself, has some room. He'll have the 1st down right up the gut. Clonch will hit him. Or Yonch will hit him, but not before he picks up 3 yards and move the chains. 1st down, Wildcats.
Yeah, I like that. It took a lot of courage to go ahead and call that play after gotten just
we've
creamed before.
Got a Goddard player
just
down.
Just slow to get up. He's got up. He's up.
He's up, okay.
1st and 10, though. 1st and goal.
Nope, it is 1st and 10 from the 13.
Oh, it is. 1st and 10. I was right.
No, we do have a timeout out there. Yeah, Goddard player slow to get up, so they do have to bring him off. That's De Leon, who has had a whale of a ball game. He's been on a whole bunch of tackles. So 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Lovington is eating some clock here. 6:55 to go in the third. Lovington still leading 13-7 on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard.
Yeah, no reason to hurry. No reason to hurry.
No reason to hurry at all.
Sure.
Caballero, the single back in the backfield with Perez, trips to the right side. Good snap, pump fake. Chicken under pressure. Has to roll left. Gets away from 2. Turns on the Jets. Gets away from 3 inside the 10. Down to the 7-yard line. He ran for about 65 yards to get 5. But you'll take it. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, you bet. I mean, He's tough. He just he didn't show any
And we've got a
hesitation going
holding.
into it.
We've got a hold on Lovington, so it'll wipe out that 5-yard gain and move them backwards. So it'll go from 1st and 10 to 1st and 20. Ouch. 4 penalties, 40 yards on the Wildcats, so that'll move them back out to the 22-yard line. Well, it's from the point that it happened, so it goes to the 20. So
Well,
it's 1st and 18.
They got some downs to work with. They made it forward before. They can do it again.
So 1st and 18 from the 20. They need to get it down to about the 2.5. As this drive has eaten half of the first quarter. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Single back in the backfield again is Caballero. Hand it to Caballero, and he'll sweep it to the left side. Makes the first man miss. Still on his feet. A little tippy toe and flag in the backfield. That's generally a sign of a hold. And it'll be about the 18-yard line. And I have a feeling it's not going to be defense because Lovington, and it will be holding on Lovington. And so back-to-back holding calls. It goes from 1st and 10 at the 12 to now 1st and 30, or about 28 from the 30. So the Boo Birds in blue coming out. Oh, yep, move it back. They'll put it at the 28. So 1st and 26 for the Wildcats. Move in the wrong direction here. Drive inside the red zone, stalled out. Now they're back outside the red zone. Alexander with a good leg, but I don't think he's got a good enough leg to get it from here. So 1st and 26. Chicken rolling right, under pressure. Has to look, fires, throws the dart complete at the 10-yard line.
Allen.
Dump it to Allen at the 10. And that is an 18-yard catch for Allen.
And they're actually going to say it's at the 8. They're spotted at the 8. He went out.
So give him 20 on the play. Allen, 2 catches for 43 yards. And that is 114 through the air for Chicken. It's now 2nd down and 5. They got a whole lot of that back. Just like that, empty set in the backfield. Chicken waits on the snap. High snap, does it, fakes it into the flat, takes it himself over the right tackle, and put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Chicken Perez from 8 yards out, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game, and Lovington up 19-7. All right, what could have been disaster turns into Chicken's 2nd rushing touchdown of the ball game.
Tell you, he starts forward. He's quick, he's small, and he proves very hard to catch up with and bring down.
Alexander for the point after. What set that up was the linebacker's bid on the fake into the flat.
Opened up the hole
near
for him.
side, it did, and Chicken takes it in.
Yeah.
And offsides, as trying to jump the snap, was the
I think number
right
5.
side of that line. Yeah, it'll be Deegan Gaston who jumped, and also Romeo Paz. Still half the distance and try it again. Now, often Coach Bailey will
Sometimes he
elect to
changed.
go for 2
Yeah, I
when
was
he
gonna-
gets that half the distance, and I think
Exactly.
he probably should here to get that missed extra point back.
Right.
To make it a pull, and they decline the penalty.
Wow. Okay. Well, that just means he just decided not to, and he knows that the range, he's comfortable with the kicker, that this kicker's range is better and more sure from right there at the 10. So
Instead of moving him up to the 9, so
they just decline and go ahead and take this at the comfortable distance.
So out of the hold of Sanchez. Snap is good, hold is good. The kick by Alexander is up and tails to the left, but it creeps inside the left upright good. And with 5:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter, Stone Oilfield Service scoreboard reads Lovington 20, Goddard 7. Wildcat football back in 1 minute. Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question to fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
A 73-yard drive capped off by an 8-yard quarterback keeper for Chicken Perez. The point after by Alexander is good. And then we had a flag,
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Did they throw that on the crowd?
No, I think that they threw that on Goddard. I don't know what the infraction was, but it was something to do with that play. So
With that point after?
yeah, and so that there
All
something
right.
happened. Bailey was happy with the call and with the result of that.
Well, let's see what they do. And so, yeah, there'll be a personal foul on Goddard, another one.
And the Whitecap is back talking to the Goddard kicker now.
And so that'll be 90 yards on 8 penalties for the Rockets as their emotions getting the better of them. And so now this is where you're doing an onside kick here.
Right.
Lovington did take 6.5 minutes in that opening drive. Allen can certainly do the onside.
And, that would be a great way to try to get the ball and then, again, do a controlled possession of it.
Well, and maybe flip
27.
flip the
It could be.
keep the momentum flipped in your
Exactly.
favor.
Absolutely.
Allen comes up on it, and he's just going to send it high into the southeast New Mexico sky, and it bounces between the D and the C in the end zone. So touchback for the Rockets. They'll bring it out to the 20 for their first possession of the second half. Wildcat football, in addition to all the great sponsors you're hearing, and you see them all on the screen, also brought to you by our good friends at Spare Feet. Spare Feet. You need spare footage? Well, they've got it for you. All your storage needs, Spare Feet. And they're building a brand new facility between Hobbs and Lovington. Big, beautiful facility. Check that out. Tonight's game also from Eastern New Mexico University in Portales. Eastern New Mexico University. Southeast New Mexico's university. Proud supporters of the Wildcats. So Nate Vasquez leads his troops back out. Put a man in motion. That is Thompson, going to come near side. Vasquez with it, pitches it. Montoya, flag on the play. Loss of 1. Great job, but I think you're going to not worry about the 1-yard loss. Think you're going to take 10 yards and move them backwards. And a Goddard Rocket down with a cramp.
As one of the linemen.
So it's a 1-yard loss. A nice job by the left side of that Wildcat line to sniff that one out.
Yeah, and that's
and they're going to call.
And he's,
I didn't see the call. It'll be on Goddard. It might have been a hold. It almost looked like a face mask. And Lovington going to wave it off. So they are going to take the 1-yard loss. So Montoya losing a yard. And Lovington thinks they like 2nd and 9, or rather 2nd and 11, better than 1st and 20.
Christian Acosta limping off the field for Goddard on that.
So take the result of the play, and it's a 1-yard loss.
So they're going to put the nose of the football right on the 20-yard line.
So officially no gain on the play for Montoya. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Rockets. Vasquez going to bring the play back in with 14 seconds on the play clock. He has a little bit of a word with one of his receivers. That's O'Meara, who's now going to go by himself over to the left side. Nobody's picked him up. Back to pass. Vasquez looking pressured. Jumps into the middle. Has some room. Pump fake as he crosses the line of scrimmage. And a great shoestring tackle.
Nice. That's
Brought
number
down.
6, Jude Madrid.
Jude Madrid with the shoestring tackle. As it looked like Vasquez was going to take off. He winds up they're going to give him 2 on the play. But a big play by Madrid will make it 3rd down and 8. And they're showing 2nd and 8. It should be 3rd and 8.
They never moved it. I noticed it after you said 2nd and 10. They were still showing 1st and 10.
It should be 3rd and 10 because you had the play, which lost a yard, which should have been 2nd, and they gave him forward progress, so that was 2nd and 10. This is 3rd and 8. Should be. So 3rd down and 8. Low snap. Vasquez handles it, steps up, lets it fly, wants it all on the left side, and does he get his target? Nope, overthrows him, but that was dangerous. Coming over on that slant there was Reese. So incomplete, and it should be 4th down and 8 now.
Better pass coverage on that, too. A little tighter. We know that we talked about that.
And they're showing 3rd and 8. It should be 4th. Why is it not 4th down? You had the hold, which was declined, which means that it is the, and I'm sorry, I mean, I'm trying to put this in my own head here, but they declined the penalty, so the result of the play was no gain. 2nd down and 10. Next play, 2-yard gain. That is now 3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 8, incomplete pass. Now they're showing 3rd and 8. It should be 4th and 8. Goddard gets a free down. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Bad snap. Vasquez handles it. Steps up, is hit in the backfield and driven backwards, and he is down, and then the ball is out at the 5. Madrid picks it up at the 2 and takes it into the end zone. 6 on the board, touchdown Wildcats.
Yeah.
4th turnover of the ball game. Madrid has his 2nd touchdown, this time off of the strip, sack, the crumble, the fumble, the touchdown. The Cats in Madrid take it home, and they go up by a score of 26-7.
I like that. The crumble, the tumble, the touchdown, and it clean. The ball was still alive. There were a couple of Goddard players who were looking around saying, where's the whistle? It's a dead ball, but it was alive, baby.
And that was Jaden Garcia who got the big paw in and knocked it away. So touchdown. Oh, they're gonna say Jude stepped out before.
Yep, they're going to say.
Hey, it's still the 4th turnover of the ball game, and Lovington is knocking on the door. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line.
What do we have, a legal formation or what? Legal.
False start on Goddard. Are they going to say? They're going to say that his momentum was stopped and it was no turnover. So it is 4th down and forever for the Rockets, and then they get penalized again. So Garcia will actually get credit for a sack. 9-yard sack on Vasquez.
So we were wrong, and Goddard, those Goddard players who were looking around saying dead ball, they were right.
So instead of 6 on the board, touchdown Wildcats, Goddard escapes. The rule is if the player is still trying to go forward, it is not a dead ball, and Vasquez was certainly doing that from our perspective. Lovington comes after it, but a good kick away, as letting that one go over his head is Zuby, and it takes a big Goddard bounce. Zubia just going to let it go and finally downing it at the 30. That turns into a 70-yard punt as O'Meara downs it. So that's flipping field position.
Man, that's not a punt. That's a kickoff.
Just about.
Wow.
So officially going to be a 60-yard punt in the books, but
all he had to do was step out of bounds.
Lovington has plenty of time, though, to work on it. 3:19 to go, 3rd quarter, up by a score of 20-7. I'm sorry, I got all excited about the strip, sack, crumble, fumble touchdown that they said forward momentum stopped. I'm sorry, from up here at least, it looked like Vasquez was still trying to fight through it, which means should have been a live ball in my opinion. But the man in stripes are right there. Hand it. Nope, keeping it himself. Chicken going to just slide down, goes heel first after a pickup of 3 yards, and puts those heels right into Cooper Alpers. And Alpers has been giving him some fits all night, but once he gives himself up like that, if they hit him, it's a free 15 yards. 3 yards on the keeper, 2nd down and 7. And that will be 97 yards on 12 carries for Chicken Perez. He'd be over 100 if it wasn't for the sacks.
And the clock has still been running, so now we're at 2:45.
It's still in the 3rd quarter. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Caballero in the backfield on the right shoulder of Perez. Chicken gets it, hands it to Caballero, sweeping left side. Takes it over, and we'll have a flag on the play after a 2-yard gain. Holding, and this one will move back 10 yards. And it's holding down the field, too, or is it an illegal block? And, yep, it's going to be an illegal block on Lovington, so that's even worse. I believe that's a 10-yarder. Well, it's about the same as a hold. It will be from the spot of the foul, but a 10-yard penalty on the illegal block. 2:27 remaining here in the third. 20-7, Wildcats lead on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard show. Checking in, Kylan Spencer.
And everything gone kind of quiet again here as the crowd was excited. And
Chicken, they're checking him out on the training staff on the sideline. I think they're making sure maybe he's cramping up a little bit, so Spencer will check in as my pen decides to go the way of the dodo bird here.
Yeah, the trainer is just going to stretch him out. He's got to get either a calf or a hammy that's cramping up on him.
So Kylan Spencer will take over at the quarterback position, and now a whistle sounds. Is the back judge going to come over and blow the whistle? So Spencer in. Of course, he and Perez were in a quarterback battle. Perez ultimately winning to get the start here tonight.
But Kylan has stayed loose on the sideline. I will say that a couple of 3 different times I've noticed him, up and warming up, staying loose as well as the kicker. So. And
you've also got Allen out there who can be the quarterback, and you've also got Jude Madrid who can toss it around a little too. So Lovington is not shy on quarterbacks. Score update coming in as you've got Hobbs and Roswell High battling it out. Late in the third, Hobbs up 33-28. Defense optional game at the Wool Bowl tonight. So after the 10-yard penalty, it'll be 2nd down and 14 for the Wildcats. Kylan Spencer taking over for a cramping Chicken Perez.
And things, feeling like if Lovington goes back to their just be deliberate and hang on to it and march down the field, that's what they need to do. But feels like the air has gone out of the balloon just a little bit here.
So on a 2nd down and 14 for the Wildcats, Spencer from the shotgun fakes the handoff, dumps it underneath, and skips it in to Madrid on the near side. So incomplete for Spencer, and it's 3rd and 14. I like the quick passing thought, just didn't execute it quite right there. And now it looks like Chicken going to come back in. So Spencer out, and Perez coming back in. Facing a 3rd down and 14 with 2:13 to go here in the third. And a quarter that has started dragging out.
And some of these have just been delays from calls and confusion.
It has been. Trips to the right on the near side. Single receiver to the left from the near hash mark. Chicken back in, steps up, lets it go down the seam. And pass interference, anyone? And incomplete.
Oh, boy. Intended for Vaughn, LZ.
Yeah, but how is that not pass interference? And the blue-clad faithful agree
that's what Josh
with me.
Bailey is saying.
Because, Angel De Leon reached out and just grabbed hold of LZ Vaughn and pulled him down. And right in front of the ref, too, but didn't get it called. So incomplete, and it'll be 4th down and punt time for the Cats. So Allen to punt it away on what, at least from up here, looked like pass interference.
2:05 left here in this third.
Still a lot of time in a slow-moving third quarter. High snap. Allen handles it and then boots it high into the air. Comes down, and then it'll take a Goddard bounce at midfield. So Lovington just going to have to snap it out of the air. The 49-yard line only winds up being a 23-yard punt.
Went up high, but not far.
Yep, and goes back into the Goddard Rockets' hands officially at the 48-yard line inside Wildcat territory. Next Friday night, of course, we'll be right back here at the friendly confines. The Lubbock Christian team coming to town. First time we've played them that I can remember, at least in football. So Nate Vasquez and the Rockets will take back over their best starting field position of the night, not deep, but into Lovington territory at the 48-yard line. 1:53 to go here in the third. Lovington holding on to a 13-point lead. Vasquez from the shotgun. Romero is the running back. He'll change the play at the line. Lovington cheating up a little bit, and flags flying. That'll be delay a game. Should be delay a game. And, it'll be delay of game on Roswell Goddard. So move them back. That'll put them in their own territory. Goddard has shot themselves in the foot a bunch tonight. That is their 9th penalty for 100 yards. Ouch. Hard to win football games.
How are we doing? What is our stat on penalties?
On penalties, we've been whistled 6 times for 60.
All right, better than Roswell, but they've come at bad times, to 2 steps forward and then a bad penalty moving us back.
I think Coach Bailey would probably tell you there's never a good time
never
for
a good
one.
time for penalty. You're right.
So Vasquez from the shotgun, he will dump it into the flat, get it to Romero. He's got room to run. Flags fly. Romero's still on his feet, tippy toes down across the 40, but this one's coming back as we have got a flag on the play. It'll be a hold. There's a Wildcat down with a cramp, but let's see what the Whitecap says, and it will be. He's asking what the call is, and it will be holding on Goddard, or it should be. And it happened behind the line of scrimmage, so still waiting. Of course, early season, you get a lot of cramping.
Yeah,
Not seeing a lot of guys back by the Gatorade jug as Coach Bailey is out there. He wants to talk to him. He's seeing something out there that Goddard is doing that he's not appreciating too much.
Yeah, I mean, early on in the season, you're just fighting the heat, and you're maybe not
up and
quite
off
as
is Manny
conditioned.
Perez.
Yeah, not quite as conditioned as you want to be, but still.
Of course, last time these two teams played, it was an absolutely gorgeous fall day. It was about 60 that day. And Lovington winning 28-14. And the official, the Whitecap, has never officially signaled it.
Yeah.
It's holding on Goddard. I'm 99.9% certain of that. And it will be holding on Goddard, so move him backwards, even though the head official never officially signaled it. He was kind of pointing one way, then the other, and then showed one of the other officials, is it a hold? Okay, but never calls it. But it's holding on Goddard, their 11th penalty of the ballgame for 110 yards. So it's first down and Tatum, and throw it to Vasquez, or Vasquez tries to swing it out there. New intended target there was Alpers.
Yeah, Leyva doing a nice job on that, turning around.
So now it's third down and Tatum, 3rd and 30 officially for the Rockets, as the penalties have hurt both teams here late in this quarter. Lovington has put a score on the board to take the 20-7 lead. 1:42 remaining in the third. You don't have a lot in the bag for 3rd and 30. And, of course, Goddard got a free play earlier, too, so twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Throw it into the flat. Just get it into the hands of your playmakers. Let them work. I like that. Romero crosses the 35. Still on his feet out to the 37-yard line. Hard running for 3 yards, but he picks up the 3. And so now it's 4th down and 27. And I got to think punt time for the Rockets.
Well, you definitely think so. Although
it goes from being 3rd down in Tatum to being 3rd down in, Sarton Road, just to the south of Tatum.
Right, I think Goddard's kicker is coming on.
Yeah, I've got to think so. But he's talking to Coach Bolanos over there.
I don't know.
So I don't think they're going for it, but I think the Coach Bolanos may be telling them, this they may be. I would look for a fake.
Yeah, fake. Could be.
Nope, he sees it as his chance to go. So it's 3rd down and Tatum. 3rd down and 27 to go. Back to pass. Stepping up in the pocket, Vasquez he's hit. He flips it forward, a little shovel pass to Romero, who bails him out, and he gets a yard on it. But a great play for the Wildcats and almost disaster for the Rockets. And we got players down on both sides.
Yeah, but that's tough. He got hit up. He got hit one way, go up, and then below he gets hit from the other side. That's tough. You get split like that with that much force, and you're gonna feel it, be in pain, if not get hurt.
So it'll be over on downs as you've got a Wildcat down and you've got one of the Rockets down.
Yeah, and the Rockets it looks like that's just a cramp probably.
Yeah, it's they're stretching him out down there. That's Christian Acosta.
But the Wildcat down, I can't see. He stayed down.
Yeah, I think they're working on a cramp there with him too.
We'll see. He's flat on his back though, and I know I watched him get hit hard, so that's tough.
So Acosta's up and off, a little bit hobbled, but until he gets the cramp walked out, and yep, they're stretching out the Wildcats that's down there too. So another cramp You get a lot of these early in the season, but it sure messes with the flow of the game.
You get a cramp, and at the same time you get hit hard. That's that
makes
insult to injury.
And Manny Perez, this is back-to-back plays. He's had to come off with a cramp. So maybe let Manny breathe for a little while, get some pickle juice in him.
Yeah. Give him a little oxygen. Yeah.
The defense did a nice job.
They're just gonna. He's hobbling too bad. They're just gonna go ahead and carry him off.
He said pickle juice is supposed to be the thing for that now.
It is.
And get him over, and hopefully it's just the cramping. But it will be Lovington Wildcat football. Of course, Perez, the starting tight end. You hate to see that, but they'll get him off and get him down, get him stretched back out, get the training staff over with him. So Wildcat football, or should be. Now they're going to – this is the second consecutive – as Goddard punts it away. That should have been over on downs. I'm confused. I'm not confused that Lovington and Allen gets it and then is hit late by Alpers out, but a flag down at the 30. So Goddard, if I'm not mistaken, Don, and I may go back and look at the film again, but they've had 2 extra plays.
Well, I had it down as third on that last one too, 3rd and 24. So it would have made it using their fourth as the punt. I had it like the board had it, but.
All right, well, maybe I'm off somewhere, but I know on the previous possession I was not off.
I was with you on that, definitely.
But it'll be Lovington football, and let's see if the official will actually signal this time what the infraction is. And I think they picked the flag up. Yeah, they picked the flag up, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 30 for the Wildcats. Just 22 seconds to go in the very, very, very slow-moving third. This third quarter has taken over an hour to play.
It's been very long. 22 seconds left in
Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com from Z94 KZOR. Hobbs Lovington. Trips right, single receiver to the left, send a man in motion. That is Madrid. Looking at the option look, pitching it on the ground, turnover. Goddard has it, and they got cute, and it bites them in the fanny as Caballero going to lose 2 yards, and that'll be the second Lovington turnover, and that may be what Goddard needs to get themselves right back into this ball game.
Well, we hope not. We hope that somehow Lovington can turn it right back around, try to get that momentum back, because this is too much. This is short yardage for Goddard.
And that's injury to insult because it's a 2-yard loss anyway. And then the fumble. Ow, ow, ow. Second turnover for the Wildcats.
Short yardage to the end zone for Goddard, but maybe Lovington can do something about it. If they can, this is the time to step up and do it.
But you talked about it, the defense, no time to rest and recuperate.
Right.
And so now they're right back out on the field, and they're down Manny Perez. They're still stretching him out on the sideline.
He was in a great deal of pain. I walked by and saw his face as they were stretching him.
Vasquez from the shotgun. As always, pretty much see that exclusively now. Back to pass as time steps up in the pocket. Wants it all, goes to the end zone and batted away at the last second. No, they're going to say he caught it. How did he catch that? How did he catch that? I do not know, as that'll be a touchdown to Jose Porras from 28 yards out.
Wow, that's the kind of break, and that's the kind of play, and that's the kind of explosive turnaround that the Wildcats needed right there. What did I just say? Maybe they can find a way to get themselves out of this.
The Rockets got themselves out of it. They scored.
Well, yeah, but that's
so now it's 20-13.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So now number 90 on to attempt the point after. And the kick is up, and it is good. So a turnover leads to a quick strike as Porras makes a circus catch. So 5 seconds to go here in the third. We'll just keep it right here. So now Lovington, they gotta figure out how to answer here, Don.
They do, but I think they've got it. Yeah, I've got it right. It's 2014.
Yeah, 20-14 is the score.
I was double-checking my score bug just to make sure I had it right. Yes.
Yeah, on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard, 20-14. The Cats clinging on to a 6-point lead.
Yeesh.
And both of their turnovers have turned into both of Roswell Goddard's touchdowns. So the Cats have been playing with fire, and 2 turnovers have kept the Rockets in this one. Now they've got to get the offense back on track if they can somehow, some way, eat time and get a score. I think going to have to happen here.
They just feel like they've lost their way a bit here.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they're out of gas, and this is a team that traditionally kind of they like to get in the flow of game, one side of the ball feeding off of the other, and as choppy and as just kind of clunky as there's no better way to put it, as clunky as this third quarter has been, just because of the cramps and the calls and the way things have worked. There's been no rhythm.
No, for either team, really.
Lovington is a rhythm team. Caballero will reach up and grab it at the goal line, and they say, yep, he got it. He'll cross the 20 to the 25-yard line, slung out of bounds by O'Meara right at the buzzer. So we will head to the fourth quarter. Lovington leads this one 20-14 on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard. Fourth quarter on the way. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in
For
Lovington.
over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
12 minutes will decide it from Wildcat Stadium. I'm TJ Miracle, high above the stadium. Don Morgan on the famous blue turf of Brian Urlacher Field. Braden Cooper spotting and running camera tonight. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 27-yard line after a late third quarter fumble turns into a quick strike touchdown for the Rockets. So back to it. Single receiver to the left. Everybody bunched in tight on the right. Cats moving towards the north. Hand it off. Caballero with some room across the 30 to the 32-yard line. 5 yards on a little burst there from Jeremiah. And it'll be 2nd down and 5. 24 yards, 11 carries for Caballero. Just 2.4 a carry. He has run some tough yardage, especially up between the tackles in there.
Well, after that failed attempt to try to get the momentum back in their corner and giving that back up now.
And interesting, they've got Vasquez on the line this time. Hand it off again. Caballero, a little high step, takes it across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. Going to be very close to the first down. And actually, good eyes. That's Ruiz.
Yeah. Number 9.
Elijah Ruiz. Oh, number 9 used to be Elijah Rivero. Now it's Elijah Ruiz. So we still got an Elijah down there. So it's a first down for the Wildcats. Just their 6th of the ball game. I can't believe I'm writing that down. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 37.5-yard line. High snap handled. Ruiz again. Big hole up the middle. Crosses the 45 out to about the 47-yard line. So Ruiz coming in relief, and he's providing a bit of a spark and fresh legs. 9-yard gain, 3 carries, 19 yards for Ruiz.
That's what you need. Lovington, as I said a minute ago, they lost that momentum, failed to get on the board, gave up the touchdown when they should have been the ones, making that. And now they've got to have something. It just takes the one player, the one spark, the one play to really turn the momentum, get the engine cranking again, and get Lovington moving in the right direction with the momentum in their court.
Ruiz will stay on the right shoulder this time. Split a man wide to the left, twins to the right. Good snap. Hand it to Ruiz. They had that one sniffed out. That's going to be a loss of 8. And that celebration, where's the flag? Where's the flag? They've said they're not going to let them do that as Elijah Sanchez blasts through and blasts Ruiz for a 7-yard loss. And I know that was a point of contention. If you get up, you're not supposed to go running and screaming and hollering like you just won the Super Bowl anymore. That should be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, but they're not going to call it, looks like. So important 3rd down and 7 here for the Wildcats. It's okay to get excited, but got to follow the rules. So an important 3rd and 7. Empty set in the backfield. Roswell shows blitz, backs out of it. Chicken with time. Steps up, steps around, looking for some room to run. Going to have to take it himself. Comes near side, gets away from one to the 45 and ducks under a man. And he's going to be out about the 47-yard line. He's going to get the loss back. So Chicken going to pick up 7, looks like.
Yeah, there's just no quit in him. There's no fear as well. Just heading into two or three guys who've got a lot of poundage on.
Well, and he ducked as Isaiah Hunter was going head hunting.
Yeah.
And so, wow, they give him forward progress of enough to get the first down. Move the chains. First down, Wildcats turns officially into a 9-yard gain. And so the Wildcats have it 1st and 10 from just outside of Goddard territory at the 48.5.
On some good running by Ruiz and Chicken.
And Chicken Perez. So that's a big first down. 8:20 remaining in the ballgame. Lovington up by 6. Goddard shifts around. They're a little bit confused. Chicken pump fake to the left, steps back, has time. Now he's going to get flush. Comes to the near side, and he'll be out of bounds. Oh, you're supposed to let go of him. Hunter did not, but they don't call it. Chicken gets about a yard out of it. And even the blue-clad faithful were like, hey, he was out of bounds, supposed to let go of him, not just keep riding.
That's right.
Good job there by Chicken as he pump faked, and that moved the lineman off of him a little bit, but nobody open downfield. That was a coverage tackle to be sure.
Yeah, and he's had, a couple of good scrambles where he's had time and good early protection to be able to let loose of the ball if he had an eligible, had somebody open downfield to be able to get the ball from him.
So he goes out of bounds, and it stops the clock with 8:05 remaining.
That is one thing that Goddard has done well tonight. Lovington has improved on, but their pass coverage has been very tight.
So it gets them right at the 50-yard line, and timeout taken by Coach Bailey. He wants to discuss something, sees something he's not liking. So 8:05 to go on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard. Lovington 20, Goddard 14. Wildcat football returns in a moment.
That's a big pipe.
When the job calls for tough tubulars, Caprock Tubular Services is ready to roll. Located at 1200 East Avenue D in Lovington, they provide quality oil field tubular products and dependable service to help keep the Permian Basin moving. Whether it's casing, tubing, or getting the right pipe for the job, they've got you covered. And remember, the only thing they like crooked is a country road, not your pipe. Stop by Caprock Tubular Services in Lovington or call 552-1919.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Out of the Wildcat timeout, it's 2nd down and 8. The ball right at the 50-yard line. The Cats clinging to a 6-point lead, 20-14, late in this one. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Chicken from the shotgun. Ruiz in the backfield with him. Pump fake once, pump fake twice. Protection holding. Has to step up, dumps it. Just a little flare pass out to Allen at the 35, and he crosses the 30 and is going to be popped out of bounds by Paez, but he is going to be inside the 30 down at the 26-yard line. It'll be a 24-yard pitch and catch to the backup quarterback, so 24 yards, move the chains, first down Lovington, 138 through the air for Perez, and Allen now 3 catches for 67 yards.
And they've been at good times. He's had some good catches. Nice throws, though.
Found a little space in a Goddard zone and was all by himself, and a good throw by Perez.
He's got really good hands.
Twins left, twins to the right. Hard count, and Goddard jumped. Should be offsides on the Rockets. I don't think Lovington moved. Oh, they're going to call false start on Lovington, so somebody must have flinched. And it's got to be Sterling White because it was on his side of the line. Sterling has had a quiet game today, but has done what he needs to do. So a 5-yard false start penalty on Lovington. 7:56 remaining in the ball game. Well, moving outside the 30 to the 31-yard line. Up by 6. You have to get points on the board this possession. I'm feeling, Dawn, you've got to make this a 2-possession ball game.
Yeah, definitely.
Touchdown or field goal, either one of them works.
Yeah, you've got to against Goddard, especially the way they played tonight. They've got to try to put it out of reach if they can with the time that's left.
Twins make that trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Ruiz in the backfield. Chicken, pump fake left, still has time. Now he's going to get flushed, in trouble. List heaves it. Yeah, that should be a grounding.
Yeah, it's in the neighborhood of intentional grounding.
Well, they've gotten a couple. Goddard's gotten a couple, and I think maybe we get that one in the
benefit of the doubt there.
Bolanos is screaming on the far sideline for grounding, and
they've gotten away with a couple over there, too.
They've gotten away with the pass interference and a horse collar.
Yeah,
so
I think even things out here. Let that one go.
Yeah, I think so. So it'll be 2nd down and 15. And now the side judge going to come over and he's going to argue. Come on, really?
I think they just even it out, let it go.
I mean, the side judge on the far side already told Coach Bolanos to go back to his sideline.
Right.
The head referee, who's standing right there with it, decided that it was a incomplete pass. I guess he was thinking, Jude Madrid is close enough because he was in the neighborhood. We'll take it, though. I'm not complaining. 2nd down and 15 from the 31-yard line. Lovington and Goddard territory. Chicken back, dumps it. Flag on the play. Completed to Caballero. Not going to be much of a gain, but it'll be a hold instead of a gain. And, holding on Lovington. So wipe out the completion, move them back 10 yards, and now it is 2nd and 25.
Oh, boy.
And the clock stops with 7:41 to go, and that is the 8th penalty on Lovington for 75 yards.
It's been a problem tonight to make a gain and take a loss, and get a penalty, make a gain.
Out of the 16-yard line, and they're out at the 41.
And the time on the clock is not the problem here. It's just getting forward momentum consistently.
The time on the clock's a plenty of problems. 7:41, and you're only up by a score.
You bet. I mean, it's their friend, but they've got to move it. They've got to keep marching forward and get a score out of it.
Only 3 men up front. Chicken with time this time. Good coverage down the field. Now he's going to get flushed. Runs. He is under all kinds of pressure. Comes to the near side and is tripped up. Gets away from another one. Runs around. We're going to start calling him Casey instead of Chicken. Now he takes it back at the 50, and it'll finally be a sack and a loss of approximately 9 yards for Chicken.
Ow.
His 3rd sack of the ball game. It could have been even worse as he ran Tanner Lair. He ran his legs completely off. It is the 3rd sack of the ball game, and that'll take Chicken back under 100 yards on the game. But it went from 3rd and 25 to now 3rd and about 35. And then we've got a Goddard rocket down on the far side. Just 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. As Lair
looks like the officials are talking about it out there.
Well, I think they're waiting on the we've got a rocket down on the far sideline.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, there was a huddle out there hiding that from me.
Again, you've got a game that just really, after the first quarter for sure, has had zero flow. Been a very choppy game. I mean, that's going to happen when you've got a lot of injury timeouts and hydration breaks.
Well, we talked about this at halftime, saying that was definitely going to be a factor in this second half because of the heat and the just the continued hard workout on the field and early on in the season. And yeah, even the refs have been calling for hydration.
They have been.
Yeah, even the some of the Wildcat managers have been.
This one has taken quite a while, so we'll take just a moment and say a big thank you to Western States Insurance, Stone Oilfield, Badger Services, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, JBW Solutions, and the First American Bank of Lovington, bringing you Wildcat football. Also, Man Welding, Double R Pipe and Supply, Battle Energy, Spare Feet, True Brew, and Lovington Schools. Wildcat football also brought to you by Aftermath Hot Oil Services, BMB Rentals, Bob's Thriftway, C&M Electric, Eastern New Mexico University, and Caprock Tubular. No matter the outcome of tonight's game, we will be with you right back here from the Blue Turf next Friday night with the Lubbock Christian squad coming into town. I believe that will be a 6 o'clock start next week because of the time difference between here and the Lone Star State.
I believe you're right about that.
So a very, very long injury timeout.
And
when the officials
are calling. They're saying.
And we've got an injury. It's not just a cramp. So
okay, they're bringing in the
ambulance.
ambulance.
They are bringing in
that's
medical service. So we will, Braden, be sure you keep the camera off of those players there. And so we'll take an injury timeout. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Feel that hometown pride, Lovington? That's the sound of the Wildcats roaring. Unforgettable Friday night lights. Our athletics spark the fire, but the winning streak doesn't stop on the field. Lovington schools push for academic excellence every single day, powered by the incredible students, dedicated staff, and passionate faculty shaping the leaders of tomorrow. Visit lovingtonschools.net today to learn more.
Did your handyman fix leave you in the dark? Yep. It's time to call the pros. C&M Electric in Lovington powers up residential, commercial, oil field, automation, pole line construction, drilling rig electrification, and even solar systems. If it runs on electricity, they've got you covered. Don't get shocked by second best. Look up C&M Electric in Lovington today.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you, no matter the conditions. Aftermath will always do what it takes to get the job done. On Aftermath on your location, they'll take care of hot oilers, back trucks, kill trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging, just to name a few of their services. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Hey, ready to cool off or pick up your day? Swing by True Brew in Lovington. It's more than just great coffee. From refreshing summer teas and awesome Red Bull energy drinks, there's something for every mood. Hungry? They've got tasty bites too. Check out their menus, monthly specials, and new favorites on social media. True Brew, your new favorite stop in Lovington.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Wildcats, you ready to get loud? Because when Lovington plays, this town shows up. And when the oil field needs serious pressure control support, they call Man Welding. From BOP testing and nipple up to vent lines, igniters, sand separators, torque, and test, Man Welding helps keep the Permian Basin moving. Man Welding, proud to support the Lovington Wildcats. Go Cats!
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says, go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats.
When it comes to safety, there's no job too big or too small. From large corporations to independent operators, JBW has the safety plan for you. JBW Solutions delivers expert health, safety, environmental, compliance, and risk management solutions to help businesses work safer, smarter, and stronger every day. Follow JBW Solutions on social media and see why experience makes all the difference.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Back here at Wildcat Stadium after a very long injury timeout. We're still not exactly sure who the player that went down was for Goddard. I suspect I know, but I don't want to say it, and I have a very long time to get him off neck brace and backboard. So you certainly hope that young man is okay.
Yes.
We don't want to speculate who that was, but I suspect I know, but I don't want to say it until I am absolutely 100% sure.
Right, and that's the right thing to do in the circumstance. Let's hope that was the immobilization of him and his body was just to stabilize and just precautionary.
Yeah, and very reminiscent of the game in Deming last year, where that game actually ended with about this much time in the fourth quarter after another scary injury. So it's Wildcat football, 3rd down and Tatum.
By the way, I took the break to look up Hobbs. Roswell High just went over Hobbs 50-47 late in the fourth.
Wow. So back to pass as Schuyler throws it over the middle, and it is in and out of the hands of Zubia as Spencer in at the quarterback position, incomplete. And so now 4th down and a long way to go, and it will be punt time for the Wildcats. And of course,
that's
Wildcats,
a tough thing to do. Is that this quarter, this game has just stalled out to just practically no momentum for either side there, and then a long injury timeout. It just it's hard to come back.
We'll know for sure here in a moment about the injured player. Jordan Chavez will be back to receive. Much better kick that time as that one bounces and then stays in at the 10, make it the 11-yard line. But a great hustle play down the field for JoJo Perez to down that one and stop it. And then coming up and grabbing it was Lucas Quintana, who comes up a little bit hobbly, but he's all right. And so flip it over to the Rockets with 6:43 remaining here in the ball game.
Yeah, I can't fault. I mean, Lovington was already down looking, so far under with that play, and
But
then and then that long delay, and just kind of iced them completely.
And I suspected that we are going to have a new quarterback in the game
For Goddard.
Nope, that's okay. So I don't know for sure who it was. As I thought it was Vasquez, but he's out there running the offense. So Vasquez is out there running the O. So Goddard now with a fallen teammate, they're going to try and bring back. Romero with the carry gets call it a yard, and it'll be 2nd down and 9. 6.5 to go. Lovington clinging to a 6-point lead. And with you mentioning that Roswell High has just gone up over Hobbs.
50 to 47.
50 to 47.
And I don't know how much time left. I just know that it's late in the fourth.
So Montoya will flip in at the running back position with Vasquez. Go in tight. Vasquez with it, looking to pass. Rolls, comes near side. Coming in and making the stop as he goes for the near side. Nice job there by Wheeler. And also coming in to help with that stop was Leyva. So the keeper, just the 4th of the game for Vasquez, is going to pick up 2 yards, and it'll be 3rd down and 7. No, 3rd and 7. Clock continues to move. 5:40 remaining in the ball game. Wildcats trying to get the fans fired back up, trying to get themselves fired back up. To the long injury delay. So an important 3rd down here, 3rd down and 7. Lovington looking for the big stop. Empty set in the backfield this time for Vasquez. He's going to send 3 to the left, twins to the right. In a 5-receiver empty set pattern. And timeout taken by the Rockets. 5:08 to go in the ball game. They face a 3rd down and 7. 20 to 14 on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard. We're back in a minute. Wildcat football on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Wildcats, you ready to get loud? Because when Lovington plays, this town shows up. And when the oil field needs serious pressure control support, they call Man Welding. From BOP testing and nipple up to vent lines, igniters, sand separators, torque, and test, Man Welding helps keep the Permian Basin moving. Man Welding, proud to support the Lovington Wildcats. Go Cats!
Back here at Wildcat Stadium out of the Goddard timeout. 5:08 remaining in the ball game. Goddard with a 3rd down and 7, trailing by 6. I'm TJ Miracle. Don Morgan patrolling the blue turf. Braden Cooper helping spot and run the camera tonight. So an important 3rd down here, the biggest of the ball game for the Rockets. They need to convert here, trailing by 6. Empty set in the backfield. Vasquez under pressure, hit as he lets it fly down the middle and intercepted. Intercepted is going up and making the grab. Shooter Burns, my favorite name on the team, as Shooter grabs the thing. Actually, no, I'm wrong. It's Edgar Zubia with his 2nd INT. Darn Shooter, I tried, bud. Till the 3rd INT for Vasquez, but a huge hit put on off the corner by Amron Wheeler. He leveled Vasquez just as he let it fly, and the Wildcats get the turnover and field position at the 45.
That's the kind of explosive thing that you need. I mean, Wildcats have made a few of those happen. And then they've turned around and shot themselves in the foot.
But now you got 5 minutes, and we talked about it. The defense has kept them in it tonight. So you've got to get points this possession. Each team 2 timeouts, 5 minutes exactly remaining. Chicken back out there. He will pitch it on the end around. Caballero with it. Back to the line, and he gets hit and hit hard. Ooh. And then up and flexing over the top of him is Lair. So it'll be no gain for Jeremiah. He's got 20 yards and another timeout. And so we've got a player down.
They're calling for
and
hydration.
And popping up is
probably,
Caballero with just a cramp.
Yep.
So
but
he's
he'll
up
come
and
off.
fine. Yeah, he'll have to come off.
Oh, and I noticed, too, that Hobbs has gone back up over Roswell High now, 54 to – oh, no, Roswell High flipped it. It was 54 to 50, and now Roswell High has scored. It's 57-54. They're just trading touchdowns in the Wool Bowl.
I was going to say, it is not sounds like the Hobbs game is not really a high school football game. It sounds like Madden – what was it that I had? Madden 2001. The second down and 10 for the Wildcats from the 45-yard line after the turnover, 4:44 to go. The injury stops the clock. That basically gives Roswell a free timeout here. Twins left, Twins to the right. Waiting on it. Chicken rolling, waiting. Goes back the other way, reverses field, fires, and into the Roswell sideline, and nobody in the neighborhood there. Yep, there it is. That'll be grounding. So that'll be grounding, and so they'll lose the down, they'll lose the yardage. That was a bad move for the Wildcats. Is Goddard going to stay in this one? And it stops the clock, too. And no, they're going to pick it up and wave it off.
Oh, okay.
So they wave it off, and it'll be third down and 10 for Lovington. Is Russ Castro coming in? Seen some time tonight, mostly on special teams, but Russ back in. Hi, Art. Hi, Monique.
Yeah.
Glad to know they're back.
Nice to know Russ is on the team, too. You got to feel like he went in maybe for a reason here.
Maybe. So 4:33 to go. It'll be third down and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 45-yard line. 2 of their 3 scores have come as direct results of turnovers. Matter of fact, 4 of the 5 scores on the board tonight have been results of turnovers. And now I don't know what the holdup is here.
Okay, here comes
again. Coach Bolanos was over asking questions again. They've started the play clock, and we're down to under 10 on the play clock. Lovington going to have to hustle up there.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair.
I don't either. With Coach Bolanos barking with 3, with 2, with 1. High snap, Chicken handles it, pressured, dumps it over the middle. That will be complete across the 40 to the 35 to the 30, back across the middle to the 25 to the 20. Dragging in with him is Ruiz, and he is down inside the 20 at the 17-yard line and move the chains. First down, Cats, 28 yards to Ruiz.
That was an unintentional screen there. It was just a last-second desperation dump. But it worked. It worked, and Ruiz found a little seam and did some really gut bucket running right there.
And now they should be in Alexander's field goal range, but you would feel much better with a touchdown as opposed to a field goal. And you've still got 4 minutes to go. You've got to score something on this possession. From the 18-yard line officially, first down and 10. Cats inside the red zone. Trips to the right side, single receiver to the left. Ruiz in the backfield. Chicken keeps it himself, sweeps to the left. He's across the 15 and tippy-toes out under an attempted big hit by Pais. And he's going to be, they'll spot him at the 12, so it'll be a 6-yard keeper for Chicken. That'll put him back over triple digits. 16 carries, 106 yards for Chicken.
But the flag.
Flag on the play.
Yep.
So probably a hold.
And it just moved him back 5.
So wipe out that 6-yard gain. And, yeah, that's 10 yards if it's a hold. And it's a 10.
It is 10. Okay.
85 penalty yards on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 penalties. And that's one of the big ones. That probably takes them out of field goal range and makes it first and 20. Because, yeah, from there, that'd be 27, 37. That'd be 44 yards. So Alexander, I'm not sure his range.
So Paredes went in and Vaughn came out.
Twins to the left. The deep back is Ruiz. High snap. And on the end around to Allen. Got to run it, Jarrett. He takes it inside the 25 to the 24. It'll be 4 yards to Allen on the end around. His second carry for 8 yards. 3 catches, though, for 67. Only thing I'll say is you got to turn it up quicker.
Yeah.
That's all right. Positive yardage.
Got a gain. Got
second down, yeah. Second down and 16. Checking out is Auden Paredes. Cats, more importantly, they keep it in the field of play, which keeps the clock running down to 2:40. At some point, Coach Bolanos is going to have to start thinking about using his timeouts. Eli Cooper, a late check-in for Goddard.
I mean, the clock is running, and we're
It
under
is.
2.5 now.
We are.
As Lovington hurries back up to the line.
Yeah, under 10 seconds on the play clock. Goddard shows blitz. Chicken waits on it. Good snap. Hand it off and just right into the teeth. Ruiz, nothing doing. Gets back to the line and nothing else more than that.
Gotta have a score here. Can't turn it back over to Goddard.
Yonch with another tackle. That's about his 18th tackle tonight, I think. No gain officially for Ruiz. And it'll be 3rd down and 16 to go. Need to get it inside the 10, and the ball's at the 25. Again, they can take their time. LZ Vaughn checking in. 1:43 to go, only up by 6. I don't like the way the numbers are shaping up here.
I know.
I'm not sure.
It's a game of nerves right
it is.
now. It's a game
well, right now mine are shot. And I think I need some blood pressure meds here.
Lovington's taking
and finally, timeout. And who takes it? It should be Goddard. Lovington actually takes the timeout. I would have made Goddard take it, and so Josh blinks first in the timeout game. 1:23 remaining here in this one. Lovington up by 6. But facing a 3rd and 17 deep in Goddard territory. Do or die time when we come back. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
20-14, the score. The Wildcats leading on the Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium as the Cats take their second timeout of the half, facing 3rd and 17. 83 seconds to go and a 6-point lead in a game that has been a little cloppy, a little choppy, not a lot of rhythm for either team, but a battle you would expect between these Rockets and these Cats. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Wildcat Stadium. Don Morgan patrols Brian Urlacher Field. Braden Cooper running the camera, helping spot. Tiffany V in studio engineering and producing. Twins left, twins right. Ruiz stays in the backfield with Perez as we get back to it. Send Allen in motion. Fake the pitch to him. Pressured, throwing it over the middle and hit just as he lets it go. Is Chicken slow to get up as he got absolutely hammered there by Jacob Madrid. Intended target was Jude Madrid. So incomplete, and it'll be 4th down and 17. And decision time for Coach Bailey. You'd be looking at 35. That'd be 42 yards on the field goal. And he's keeping Alexander on the sideline. I think he's going to go for it and just play on the defense to hold on to potentially a 6-point lead. Hope for a big play here. And take some time.
If it were last season, the leg of Aranda really gave the Cats a lot of
the 53-yarder from Deming on natural grass was a highlight of the year.
And so, if it were that, they might have used it, but
empty set in the backfield, and now Coach Bailey going to take his 3rd and final timeout. 1:18 to go in the ball game. Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard, Lovington 20, Goddard 14. Big 4th down when we come back. Wildcat football on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Feel that hometown pride, Lovington? That's the sound of the Wildcats roaring. Unforgettable Friday night lights. Our athletics spark the fire, but the winning streak doesn't stop on the field. Lovington schools push for academic excellence every single day, powered by the incredible students, dedicated staff, and passionate faculty shaping the leaders of tomorrow. Visit lovingtonschools.net today to learn more.
Back here in Lovington, the opening game of the 2026 football season. The 4A second preseason number 2 team, Lovington. Our Wildcats hanging on to a slim point lead against the 5A preseason number 9, Roswell Goddard Rockets. So 20-14, Stone Oilfield Services scoreboard. Lovington, time is in their favor, but right now timeouts are going to be in Goddard's favor. Lovington doesn't. If Lovington gets a first down here, this game's pretty much over. But if not, Goddard's got 2 timeouts and going to have about $1:10 on the clock to do something with it. Chicken from it, fires it into the corner and almost picked off. So over on downs, and they only burned about 5 seconds off the clock.
Not much.
And so now it is up to the defense to hold for 72 seconds. Goddard has a 75-yard field to work with and 2 timeouts.
It was a gamble. We'll see if it can pay off for Lovington, as it was a gamble just to buy enough time, try to get a first down out of it, use that last timeout, and hope that there wasn't going to be enough time left on the board for Goddard to do anything. But man, this minute and 12 seconds is going to feel very long, I think.
Yes, it is. Running back in the ball game is Romero, and actually they're going to put him in the slot over on the left side. Empty set for Vasquez. Now does Goddard have the extra gear they need? It's a bad snap. Vasquez picks it up, fires it over, and underthrows Romero. He was under pressure after a bad snap. They'd really improved on that since the first quarter, where it was an issue a couple of times, and it rears its head here. So incomplete, 2nd down and 10, 1:09 to go here in the ball game.
Lovington has had several INTs. This will be a great opportunity for them to turn the ball over. If they did, it would be game over pretty much.
Can Lovington make it 5 straight against the Rockets? We will have to see. From the 25-yard line, 2nd down and 10. They've still got first up on the scoreboard. It's 2nd. I know it is. Empty set in the backfield. Throw the screen pass coming near side and in and out of the hands of Isaiah Hunter. And had to be very careful. That wasn't a backwards pass. It was a forward pass. And so now 3rd down and 10. As the line, the Hogs for the defense, asking the crowd to get loud. A big 3rd down here, 1:07 remaining. So 3rd down, Goddard is in 4-down territory, still with 2 timeouts. Vasquez will bring the play in from the sideline. Lovington going to drop back in looks like a 4-3 look. Put a man umbrella up. Now they're going to move up. They're not going to put a safety back deep. Vasquez with the pump fake, has time, lets it fly, coming down the seam, and fight for it, and incomplete pass. That was a whale of a battle down the field between Hunter and that was Zubia, between Hunter and Zubia. So incomplete, and now do or die for the Rockets. I'm not sure I like that call there, Don. Bolanos didn't need to go for it all. He just needed to get 10 yards to move the chains.
Yeah, that was kind of like what Hobbs didn't have to go for the end zone a few minutes ago. They just needed the first down to stay alive. Same thing for the Rockets. But they
you mean for the Wildcats?
Yeah, for the Wildcats. Sorry about that. But, yeah, they just needed to go for the easier, the shorter one.
4th and 10. This is the ball game, or could potentially be the ball game. Trips left, twins left, trips to the right. It's a little warm up here, not a lot of air movement. And it's been quite a ball game. Vasquez with it, throws it on the screen, comes near side, and it is going to be dropped, incomplete. And so they were trying to set up a Music City Miracle, the give it back around. Jose Porras, the intended target, but cannot hang on. And so Lovington should survive this one and prevail 20-14. Not the prettiest thing we've seen, but a win is a win, and you beat a top 10 team in a bigger division. So I've got to think it is going to be victory formation time for the Wildcats, and indeed it will.
That's what they've got to do it
Coach Bolanos has been known to use all of his timeouts.
Yeah, even
you
in
can't
the face
take them with you. And the kneel down. I hate writing these down.
Well,
Chicken is back in there. They do count as a loss. And Coach Bolanos looks like he is going to just let it run out, and they will have to put it down one more time. So with another kneel down. Yep, get it down under 25. You got plenty of time. One more snap will do it. Unless Coach Bolanos takes the timeout. As Chicken just waits on it. Perez will kneel it down, and he will secure his first win as the starting quarterback for the Lovington Wildcats. And the Wildcats are victorious tonight. 20-14 is our final score. We'll be back with your Stone Oilfield Services postgame show right after this. Lovington victorious 20-14. Wildcat football back in a minute.
Did your handyman fix leave you in the dark? Yep. It's time to call the pros. C&M Electric in Lovington powers up residential, commercial, oil field, automation, pole line construction, drilling rig electrification, and even solar systems. If it runs on electricity, they've got you covered. Don't get shocked by second best. Look up C&M Electric in Lovington today.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you, no matter the conditions. Aftermath will always do what it takes to get the job done. On Aftermath on your location, they'll take care of hot oilers, back trucks, kill trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging, just to name a few of their services. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Hey, ready to cool off or pick up your day? Swing by True Brew in Lovington. It's more than just great coffee. From refreshing summer teas and awesome Red Bull energy drinks, there's something for every mood. Hungry? They've got tasty bites too. Check out their menus, monthly specials, and new favorites on social media. True Brew, your new favorite stop in Lovington.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
When it comes to safety, there's no job too big or too small. From large corporations to independent operators, JBW has the safety plan for you. JBW Solutions delivers expert health, safety, environmental, compliance, and risk management solutions to help businesses work safer, smarter, and stronger every day. Follow JBW Solutions on social media and see why experience makes all the difference.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that helps keep your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in
For over
Lovington.
25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Welcome into your Stone Oilfield Services postgame show. The Wildcats victorious to open the 2026 season 20-14, our final. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan will have our Bob Thriftway coaches conversation here momentarily. Quick look at the numbers in this one for the Roswell Goddard Rockets. Nate Vasquez goes 13 of 23 for 123 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. The touchdown coming to Porras late in the ball game. He had 28 yards. Leading receiver was Lujan, 3 catches, 42. On the ground, Isaiah Montoya, 12 carries, 58 yards. Ryan Romero, 7 carries for 23. Vasquez, 4 carries for 5. He was sacked 1 time. Flores, 1 carry for -3. So 123 on the ground, 123 through the air, 83 on the ground, equals 206 total yards. Roswell High was flagged 12 times for 120 yards. They did have 11 first downs in the ballgame. Turning the page for your Lovington Wildcats. Chicken Perez in his first start goes 6 of 13 for 166 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Also getting a couple throws, Kylan Spencer. So the final numbers for quarterbacks goes 6 of 15, 166, 1 and 1. That touchdown, 41-yarder in the first quarter to Jude Madrid. He was the leading receiver yardage-wise tonight. 2 catches, 71 yards, and the touchdown. Justin Allen, 3 catches, 67 yards. And then Ruiz off the bench, a catch for 28 yards. It kept a drive alive and kept the clock moving. On the ground, Chicken Perez leads the way, 17 carries, 96 yards. He was sacked 3 times tonight. Had a couple of rushing touchdowns, one for 41 yards, another an 8-yarder. Jeremiah Caballero, 12 carries for 20 yards. Allen, 2 carries for 8 yards. And then Ruiz off the bench had 5 carries for 12 yards. 166 through the air, 136 on the ground, 302 cumulatively for your Wildcats. They were flagged 9 times for 85 yards. They had 9 first downs in the ball game. Your score by quarter, 13 in the first, none in the second, 7 in the third, none in the fourth for the Wildcats, but it is enough. They turned the ball over 2 times as compared to 4 times for the Roswell Goddard Rockets. So you win the turnover battle. A lot of times you win the game, and Lovington does, 20-16 or 20-14. So now our Bob Thriftway coaches conversation, Dawn, or do you? Nope, not yet.
He was headed over here, and then he said, "Wait, come back," and you must be telling him some kind of good news. I'm not sure. They also did.
I have a feeling they're actually getting ready to make them a TV station out of Lubbock. So we may get to talk for a little while longer.
Oh, okay.
If they're going to do a live shot there.
All right, so. Yeah,
but an important game. All right, so Bob Thriftway, coaches conversation.
Appreciate
Take it away, Don.
Hey, I heard you just tell the guys in the huddle it wasn't pretty, and it was hard, but they hung on, they won, and they're 1-0.
Yes, ma'am. You only have one chance to be 1-0, and that's a really good football team. They will be deep in the playoffs of 5A football. I know it. They're a good football team. They do good things. They're tough. They're physical. I mean, you saw how many times we were beat up, and it wasn't pretty. That's okay. Good football teams find a way to win games, and so I'm really proud of us. I'm really proud.
You found a way to win. You also told the team that you made mistakes, but you hung in and ended up, on the board. Kind of a gamble at the end, a little game of nerves there. How'd you feel?
Well, I didn't love it. We got to do a better job in situational football. I think I can do a much better job than I did tonight, and that's okay. I mean, I got to do better. But I'm real proud of our guys responding. Our defense was phenomenal. Coach Faith, our defensive coordinator, he's the best in the business.
You also told them it's going to be hard every week. Every week, they're facing good teams that want to win, that want to beat the Wildcats. So what do? You
just have to work really, really hard, and that's all there is to it. It doesn't matter if it's pretty. It doesn't matter if it's good, bad. It doesn't matter. You just got to keep playing and believing. And I think our guys, man, I told them this too. Not one time tonight did I feel like we were starting to waver, that we were starting to say. Not one time say we're losing these guys. On the sideline, I felt, man, we're going to win this game. We're going to win this game. Even though it's not pretty, even though we're making mistakes, we're going to win this game because of the way we're acting on the sideline. Their faith was strong.
Okay. And next week, it's Lubbock Christian coming here. Has Lovington ever played Lubbock Christian, at least in football? I don't remember.
I'm not sure. When I was in school, we played Midland Christian and we played Lubbock Cooper, but I don't remember. I don't know about Lubbock Christian, but I know they're good. They are very good. They won the state championship last year in TAPS. They're a good football team. We've watched a little bit of scrimmage film on them, and they're going to be tough. It's going to be a hard battle here at home.
All right. A little banged up, a little bruised up, but you're going to be ready, have everybody fit and ready to go, you think?
Yes, ma'am. I think so. Might have a couple others back, too.
Excellent. That's always good news. All right. More in the arsenal. I'll let you go, Coach. Thanks very much for hanging in. Long game, but congratulations. We'll be right here next week.
Thank you, Dawn. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
20-14, the final score, our Bob Thriftway coaches conversation. And with that, we will put a wrap on this one. The Cats force 4 turnovers, get over 300 yards total offense. Might not have been the prettiest thing you ever saw, but a win is a win as the Wildcats go to 1-0 on the season. We'll be back with you next Friday night about 6:40 for your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. This has been your Stone Oilfield Services postgame show from your friends at Stone Oilfield Services. When you need a friend out in the patch, WH and the whole Stone family would be happy to have you. For Tiff and Evie in studio, keeping an eye and an ear on everything going on tonight in Lee County High School football. For Braden Cooper spotting and running camera. For Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Wildcat Stadium. This has been an exclusive presentation of New Walmart Digital and KZOR Sports. Good night, everybody.
This has been the Wildcat Postgame Show on HobbsAmerica.com and the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Double R Pipe and Supply and Spare Feet, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, Badger Services, Man Welding, True Brew and Battle Energy, JBW Solutions, Aftermath Hot Oil Service, BMB Rental and Services, C&M Electric, Lovington Schools, Caprock Tubular, First American Bank of Lovington, Eunice Pump and Supply, Bob's Thriftway, and Stone Oilfield Service. Thanks for watching and listening to the Lovington Wildcats. This has been an exclusive presentation of Noel Mark Digital and KZOR Sports.